Hello, Internet, and welcome to an episode of Now vs. Nostalgia, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games of the past. I am John.
I am James.
Happy Halloween, sir.
Halloween. Happy. Merry Halloween.
We're recording this. Yeah, I think it's happy.
Happy.
Yeah. It's a dark holiday. I don't know why I say happy.
I don't really.
Scary Halloween.
Ooh.
But we're recording this on Halloween and uploading this on Halloween. So happy Halloween to everyone who listens to it today or in the next day or so. And it's funny because we're waiting for this monsoon of rain that's supposed to be all day long. Because most people around here trick-or-treated last night. Halloween last night. Which is pretty fun. I did that. I hadn't trick-or-treated in years. Like, since I was probably 7 or 8.
What, really? That long?
Well, like, we stopped trick-or-treating very young. Yeah. We moved. Like, when my mom remarried and we moved, we didn't trick-or-treat at all. Mm-hmm. And then my dad was a fire chief for a while. Yeah. So they would do the weenie roast. Which is actually happening today. So sorry everyone who missed it because they didn't hear it soon enough. But the weenie roast is cool because like it was a costume contest. It was indoors, so rain or shine, you could do it. And they'd have marshmallows, and you'd eat marshmallows and hot dogs till you're sick. But the costume contest was always cool. And I know I've told you before about the gorilla costume my dad had. Yeah, I wore it there. I think the first year, and I was terrifying kids. Yeah. So yeah, I might go tonight, but it's in Elvira, which is about 20-30 minutes away from us. So give or take, what's going on? I don't know if I'll attend it.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna rain too, right?
Yeah, well, you can do it indoors.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, last night was cool because like I was excited to go trick or treating, go around. Yeah. And like it was just like everybody was drinking beer, sitting outside, and I was like, Sheila's she's from Rhode Island. Her whole family's from Rhode Island.
Wow.
And two things that like it was kind of like it comes up in discussion like where she's from and stuff like that. But like she said 2 things last night where I was like, oh yeah, she's definitely from Rhode Island. Because one, she was like, trick or treating down here is different because up north you actually go to the doors and knock. Yeah. And people open the doors and give candy because it's freaking cold outside. Yeah. But out in South Louisiana, everybody's sitting outside on the porch or whatever, chilling. Yeah. And they got their beer out, their candy. But it was kind of just funny. It's just irrelevant. Yeah. This one family down the street was like right down from where we were staying. Was like, y'all come get some gumbo. We made this big old thing of gumbo with Southern hospitality. Come on in. And they're like, oh, that's fine. I was like, man, give me some free gumbo. So we go to these people's house that I've never met before. I don't know these people. Yeah. We're kind of sitting there talking with them and stuff. And I just grabbed some gumbo with them. Yeah. And these people are from New York. And they're like, yeah, we're from New York, so don't be too crucial on us from your gumbo. Yeah. And she's like, oh, well, I'm from Rhode Island, and she's like, go Pats. And then like it was like the record skip, because like I would tell her, I was like, you don't talk politics, you don't talk football, because those people were like, I was waiting for them to slap that gumbo on my head. They just stopped and looked at us, and they're like, the Pats. No, it's the Giants in this house. So I was like, X-nay on the football. Yeah, so anyway.
That's the case.
Yeah, so it was fun. But trick or treat's only from 6 to 8, so it's very short. We're done in an hour. But I wanted to go and sit down and pass out candy, Yeah. I was like, I never did that. I want to be the guy scaring people on the porch, But that's my goal next year. You want
to scare some people?
Man, have you seen those motion masks?
Yes.
At Spirit, the ones you push the button. And there's the one that looks like straight out of Five Nights from Freddy's. Mm-hmm. That one's pretty cool, but there's one that's a scarecrow. It's like a sack mask kind of, and you push the button and like it slides open and it's like bloody teeth. Have you seen that thing? No. Oh my god, it's the thing of nightmares. But you put some flannel on, you put a shirt on, some dirty pants, you put that mask on, you can put some hay sticking out your sleeve, and you just sit on the porch all like limp. Yeah. And then like somebody's gonna think you're gonna jump at them, but all you do is just make the mask move. That's good enough.
And you're not afraid somebody's gonna destroy it?
You wear it. You're in the costume.
No, you're in the costume.
Just light you on fire. Well, I was looking at Halloween fails yesterday. Yeah. I was trying to find a good picture to put on Facebook, and there was a GIF of this like one big black dude. He's like walking to a porch, and some dude jumps out. He just punches that guy. He's like dead in the forehead, man. He just like goes back in the chair. Put that in the show notes.
Oh god! Sit down.
Oh yeah, like yeah, we've seen that guy when the dude pops up the trash can.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing, but it was like I guess the guy put a camera up. He's like, watch all these people are scared. Scared the wrong person. Oh, the Halloween films. It was mostly costumes and stuff, like terrible costumes and stuff. Like the little kid, like in the condom package and stuff.
The little kid in the condom package.
A condom package. Like he was like a Trojan condom. Like a rapper and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that one.
Oh, now what was some of the things you dressed up as for Halloween?
Like simple stuff, like superheroes, stuff like that.
Did you have the plastic mask?
Yes. I remember Spider-Man.
You were Spider-Man?
Yeah, the little plastic thing around the man, little Spider-Man suit. I think they stopped making those a while back.
Those masks, yeah. And the mask would snap and you'd be like, have to try to tie it or get Spider-Man. I forgot what those were called. There's a name for them. They were a certain brand. Yeah. But they have I dressed as G.I. Joe one year.
Really?
And it was just like this generic soldier-looking suit. Yeah. And, it's the plastic costume you put on, you tie it behind your neck. And then it had like this generic white soldier. Mm-hmm. I don't know who he was supposed to be. It wasn't Duke or anything.
No, it's G.I. Joe.
Just G.I. Joe. But my brother was going to the school called Catholic High, and they had like some costume thing for the kids. Mm-hmm. And I was too young to attend, but they wanted all the kids to like walk across this like bridge that had like dry ice and stuff underneath it with smoke. Yeah. And man, I just ran across it. I was like, I gotta go do this. Yeah, I remember that. 1 year I was Link. I think I was like 10, and it was for the weenie roast. Yeah. And I had my mom help me make this costume. I was so excited. I had a sword. It wasn't like, this was like Zelda 2. Mm-hmm. Super Nintendo 1 wasn't even out yet. So like I based the look off of the cover of Zelda, where he's walking and he has like all the equipment on him. Yeah. But the shield came out perfect. My mom stitched all the tunic and stuff, but I wanted his sleeves to be brown, kind of like they were. Yeah. We couldn't find it, so we found like a white flannel shirt, mm-hmm. and she kept dyeing it with like the coloring, trying to make it. Yeah. It came out like a tan. And of course the ears look like crap because if you're gonna find those elf ears, Spock ears, they they never match your skin. But I was really proud of the costume. And I was walking around the weenie roast, and nobody knew who I was. I mean, today you'd walk out and somebody, oh, it's a shitty Link. Yeah. Nobody there, I don't think even knew who I was.
Nuh-uh. So he's supposed to be an elf.
Yeah. Yeah. Like now, I mean, you can buy that costume. I think one of my friends on Facebook dressed his son as Link. Link. Yeah. Any other costumes I can think of? I was Jason one year.
Oh, really? This hockey mask, machete?
I had a machete. I had a hockey mask. But the thing I thought was really cool was my dad used to make bullets. Mm-hmm. Which I think I told you a story. We tried to make pipe bombs.
Really? No, you don't do that.
That's the second story. Well, I had this hockey mask. I had the hockey mask, and mm-hmm. I went and I put blood all over it, like it was coming out the eyes and stuff. Yeah. But then I had this dark blue hoodie, and I took it and I zipped it up, but I super glued like bullets sticking out of me, which is stupid because like the logic I had that like bullet shells would be sticking out of me, the casings instead of I was a dumb kid. So I had all over me like just shell casings sticking out of me instead of holes. Yeah. And I was like, I got shot. Casings. So, but so my dad used to make bullets. I'll tell you that story. Oh, and I started hanging out with these other kids, and like they found where my dad made bullets. And one of my friends was like, "Look at all this gunpowder." I was like, "Yeah, he's got a huge bucket of gunpowder." Mm-hmm. My friend's like, "Let's make a bomb." And, as a kid, I'm like, "That sounds awesome."
It sounds awesome.
So we got PVC pipe, and we made 2 of them, and like they've been long gone. So yeah. But we took mine. I filled it with gunpowder, and
we don't shoot football.
We don't know. We put wax in it, like what you saw on TV.
Yeah, wax.
And then we made a little fuse on it and stuff, and then closed it tight, put toilet paper, shoved it, made it really tight.
Toilet paper.
Put it right out to the middle of the field, lit the fuse, and it sat down and burned for a while. Mm-hmm. It's nothing's happening. So my buddy's like, "Man, go put some gas on it."
You making it so bad?
No. So we put gas on it, and then gas burns, and all of a sudden, like this, 4-foot flame just comes out the other end of it, and that was it. My friend, and I say my pipe, the one I made was about the size of a Coke bottle, about that long. Yeah. My buddy, his was short. It was like really small, and he filled it, and like he was packing that thing all day long. We're sitting there playing Mortal Kombat, and he's just like packing on that ball, getting the gunpowder as tight as possible. And that night, he's like, "Let's go light it." And this time we're not at home in the country, we're out in the middle of the city. So I was like, okay. So we lit it. We rolled threw it into the sewer.
What?
And all of a sudden here, boom. And I think it was pretty loud, man. It set off a car alarm.
Ooh.
But yeah, we ran.
Yeah,
we were some delinquents, man. Some delinquents.
My gosh, man, pipe bomb. It's funny because recently I've been watching on Hulu Plus Forensic Files. So there's a bunch of episodes of people making pipe bombs and then they blowing up. And then here's John telling me what bombs they made.
Yeah, nobody was hurt. My pipe bombs were destroyed. So speaking of Hulu Plus, man, have you seen that now? Hulu, since we were talking about TV shows and movies and stuff, Hulu now actually has like Hulu Plus or something. Yeah, you can pay for it with no commercials.
No commercials, yeah.
I'm about to just cancel Hulu. Hulu's pissing me off, man.
I just watch commercials. I'm like, screw it.
Yeah, well, now commercials again, like it seems like they're getting longer.
Yeah,
and they're playing like more depressing commercials. You know, like they were showing like some like they're gonna show. I swear they're gonna start showing puppies going put in the incinerator soon. You sure you don't want to get rid of these commercials? Because they were showing it was some kind of medication thing or whatever, and it was like showing all these old people like didn't remember anybody or something.
But I love those commercials because the side effects are worse than the disease, whatever it is, the medication supposed to fix.
Those are hilarious because they're like, like the grandma can't go play tennis because she has arthritis. And they're like, you take this and like blah blah, and they're like, do not consult your doctor, blah blah. If you have cases of bleeding, I love any ones that are Viagra or whatever.
Oh my gosh!
They're like, if your symptoms don't go away in 6 hours, consult your physician. But yeah, all of them are terrible. Like may cause diarrhea, bleeding, death.
I'd be worse than I'd rather just keep my disease. Thank you.
1 out of 5 people will die opening the bottle. But yeah, those are the real horrors out there. I mean, a lot of it isn't tested,
Yeah, well, they're being tested on you.
You're right.
You're the guinea pig.
That's the scary.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, like right now I have Hulu. I have Hulu Plus. I have HBO. I have Amazon, which is canceling as soon as the new year starts. Oh yeah, Amazon's not worth it.
Well, we have
Amazon Prime.
We have Amazon Prime, and I think it's because I kind of order a lot from Amazon. It works for that.
And it's worth it.
Yeah, if you're just watching it for television, no.
We got it under the wrong pretense too. Mm-hmm. Like she got it because she thought we could watch Game of Thrones on it because they sure as hell advertise that they have Game of Thrones on it.
Yeah,
and they do not.
They do not have it for free.
They do not have it on there. And even I think they had like first season or something like that because they do have some HBO on there.
Yeah, because that's how I ended up watching Eastbound and Down. Okay, they have all of it.
Yeah, they have that on there, but they do not have like the new shows. Like you will not see Silicon Valley. You're not seeing a week tonight with John Oliver. Mm-hmm. You're not going to see Veep. True Detective.
I thought Veep was on. I thought for some reason that was on Netflix. I thought it was Netflix. I mean, of course, I might be mistaken because I kind of go through all 3 Netflix, Hulu Plus, and Amazon all the time.
Yeah, I mean, possible. I've never seen it. I know Dexter, Showtime, and that's on Netflix because they're like, I think that's it though, really.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about getting Showtime, and I was like, there's nothing
I know
on Showtime that I'd pay for. Like, I'm not paying for no movies anymore, and I'm not going to pay for Masters of Sex or whatever. Oh, because that stupid show, I watched one episode of it. It's Penny Dreadful.
Never heard of it.
It's like a horror kind of with Josh Hartnett and some other chick in it. But I watched like the first 2 episodes of it, and I was like, I'm not interested. Yeah, let's talk fall TV real fast. Have you watched any new shows that came out?
You mean like new show that started?
Yeah, they had a lot of new shows.
I don't have television. I'm cable.
You got Hulu. There's on Hulu.
Yeah, but I'm usually watching shows. After someone told me about it, right? Okay. And then the second, third season has come out.
Well, I pretty much stuck my toe in almost all the new fall shows that have come out. Mm-hmm. I've watched Quantico. I'm actually watching Quantico. Have you seen this?
No, I know of it.
Yeah, Quantico is like, let's have the sexiest people possible in the FBI. Like all the women are like super sexy and the guys are like hot. Like there's no ugly person on the show. Yeah. And we'll put them in like tight shirts and yoga pants. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm watching it to see where it's going. Yeah. It's like, it's too many twists.
Really?
Like M. Night Shyamalan will be like, whoa. Like it's just like every episode, you're a spy. No, you're not. Wow. Oh, it's everybody has some kind of. And if you're into that, I mean. It's popcorn. It's entertaining, Mm-hmm. I'm definitely going to watch it to the end of the season because I think it's an anthology based. It's not going to be. Mm-hmm. So watch that. I tried Blind Spot. Have you seen this one?
No.
That's the one with a chick from Thor. She has all the tattoos all over her body.
Yeah.
I tapped out 2 episodes.
It's it too.
Well, basically, she wakes up in Times Square in a bag, completely naked.
Hadn't seen this before.
Yeah, completely naked, covered in tattoos. Each tattoo is a crime, and it's oh my god, it's so full of tropes.
Yeah, I mean, the crime she did or someone else
did, and they have to figure them out and stuff like that. And then there's a tattoo underneath the tattoo, and she has amnesia, and then she doesn't remember anything, and all of a sudden somebody attacks her. And then this is in the first episode. Somebody attacks her, and she's with the FBI, but somebody attacks her, and all of a sudden she knows all this badass kung fu. All of a sudden, this triggers memories and stuff like that, and she's ex-Navy SEAL. Oh, great! Oh my god, it's so terrible.
It's just too much, fast.
It's too much, because we're laughing what else does she not know? She's gonna pick up a knife and be like, I'm a master sushi chef. I was a race car driver. Oh god, it's just, everything. Yeah, it's going to be an ongoing series. A show like that definitely has to have a beginning and an end planned. Because if it's just crime of the week kind of show, no. Yeah. Checked out the new Minority Report.
There's a TV show?
Yep, it's actually decent.
Oh, okay.
So that's on Hulu. Scream Queens. Have you seen this?
I know of it. I've seen some commercials.
You would like Scream Queens.
Really?
Yeah, it's a...
It looks like it's a comedy, huh?
It is a comedy. It's very violent, which is funny.
Really?
It's super bloody. But it's sorority girls. Yeah. And there's a serial killer kind of after them. And it is about as adult as it can get without being a rated... Possibly almost R. Wow. But it's, super vulgar, the shit they talk about on there.
Yeah. It comes out on, what's that, NBC or something? Or ABC? Or
I think it's Fox.
Fox? Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Fox.
Yeah, because Fox is, and the new Muppets, have you seen the Muppets?
No.
I watched 3 episodes of the Muppets, and it's funny. Yeah. But, I just don't see it's going to stick around.
I'm surprised they made it.
I am, too. But they have a lot of... it is full of celebrity cameos. Yeah, I think every episode so far has had a celebrity in it.
Well, how long are the episodes?
It's 22 minutes.
Wow.
But they had one part that made me bust out of that. Because there's jokes in it. A kid can still watch it. Yeah. But it's way more adult. Yeah. Way, way more adult. Fosse was yeah, I'm doing this online dating thing, and I put my profile as a big lovable bear. He's I just kept getting the wrong kind of people. I was like, that's a funny joke. I was like a kid, Yeah. It has good writing. So, like I said, I hope it sticks around, but I don't see it. Dr. Kin, that's what your boy from Community and Hangover and stuff. They said that, I watched one episode on it, but they said that thing is already dead. Wow. Yeah, the ratings on it were just... Wicked City just started. That's another one that's if you like Dexter, it's kind of this one's a serial killer in the 70s. And he's got a woman. I want to say it might be the 80s. And he's got a woman with him. You would like it because it's pretty graphic, some of that. But the music is awesome. It's full 80s music. Yeah. So I think it's on Hulu. Yeah, it's on Hulu. And I think that's it. Last Man on Earth restarted. Waiting on Always Sunny. I think starts in January. I think. And then Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. I still hadn't. I've seen the clip that you showed me, and I hadn't been back to it yet.
Oh, good show. I think it was 10 episodes.
10 episodes, yeah. I think that sounds probably right.
All right, so let's talk about Halloween or scary movies, scary shows, scary games, whatever we talk about. Kind of jump into it and just kind of talk about some of the shows that we enjoy watching around this time of year. Kind of get in the mood. And this year I watched a lot of stuff. Yeah. I broke out my library card, which I had. I'm talking, my library card had dust on it. I hadn't been in the library in 10 plus years. And funny story is the way I've discovered it is because I was avoiding the library like it was a plague. I was like, books. No books.
Books. I want no books.
Well, I was on a kick where I was doing audiobooks. Yeah, and I was doing audiobooks on YouTube and stuff like that. And I bought the Lord of the Rings ones, which they're $20. Yeah. Which I thought was pretty expensive, but I've seen audiobooks that are the Harry Potter ones are $60 plus. Yeah, and they're worth it. I'll 100% say the Harry Potter audiobooks are worth it because they're read by a guy named Jim Dale. There's 2 of them I know. There's Jim Dale, who does the American one, and Stephen Fry, who does the UK one. Yeah, and that's Coke versus Pepsi. That's the argument. What's better? Yeah, I'm a fan of Jim Dale a little more. but I've listened to both. I mean, neither one is bad. But the thing about it is Jim Dale, both the guys, they read the book and they do all the voices for the characters.
Yeah.
Like the girl voices, the monster voices, but they're narrating it at the same time. And it's just crazy to listen to it because they're having conversations with himself, and he's just jumping back and forth between all these voices. And they're like, I'm on the 5th book right now. It's like 24 hours of audio.
Yeah.
So I listen to them. I'm driving around for work and stuff. And it's entertaining. So, sometimes I get distracted. I'm like, shit, I forgot, But it's cool because I read the first 4 Harry Potter books and I quit.
Yeah.
Because the movies had caught up by that time. And of course, I mean, they cut everything out of this. The books are freaking huge. So I'm like this book is like almost a whole new chapter for me, like a whole new story. Because there's like all these other plot lines. I was like, oh, cool. I didn't know they did that. I wish they would have done that in a movie. But anyway, the whole reason I got back like into the library is I was driving around, I was doing some work, and I was like not in the best part of town, and I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, man, where do you go to the bathroom? I was like, don't want to go in there. That place is scary. And I was like, library is always a nice, clean place.
Library. Who goes in there?
Yeah, nobody's in there. So I went in there, and so they had audiobooks. I was like, this is awesome. So got a couple audiobooks. And then went to the next library, and that's where I found they had the graphic novels and comics and stuff. And I was like, man, I'm back in. I'm back on the bandwagon. And then like the one that we have in our town, we have 6 of them. But the other one, like it's like a freaking video store. They have more movies in there.
The books.
They got movies. You can rent Wii games.
Well, goodness.
So I was like, this is crazy, And I always laugh. Like it's funny, like because. I could have saw it like a couple years ago, but it's still kind of, I guess, like a culture shock to me. I don't know, not culture shock, but just how many people go to the library just to like look at stupid shit on the computer.
Yeah,
and like
people still do that.
Yes, I took a picture and I put it online because there was this old cowboy-looking guy. He's probably like in his 60s, whatever, but like kind of dirty. And he was watching some video, like because I passed right next to him. Like, I mean, it wasn't hard to see. It was like right there on the screen. And he's watching, like, it had to be some kind of rap video or something like that, but it was like these huge girls, like, just huge booty girls. Yeah. And they were just shaking their butts in the bikinis. And he's just staring at it, like, looking at the screen. And then, like, right behind him, like, less than 10 feet away behind him is the desk. And there was just an old lady stamping the books, just staring at him like she wants to kill him. But, yeah. You can just pass by and it's just like everybody's watching shit on YouTube. Nobody's, like, looking up reports,
I'm like, you can do that, at your house, on your phone. Maybe he was homeless or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop off these cans from 10 to 11 and then 12. I'm watching that rap video.
They worse than they were in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. So I don't know, but so yeah, I've been like going on this library kick and stuff like that, and like I actually got a couple nice horror stories, books and stuff from that. But then when October kicked in, man, I got Tales from the Crypt. I watched a lot of those. They don't hold up.
They don't hold up.
1 or 2 was pretty good. Like there's one called Death of a Salesman, and
that one sounds familiar.
It's with Tim Curry's in it, and he plays 3 characters.
Really?
And it's still sticking in my mind right now. Yeah. Because he plays this old man. He's almost unrecognizable. He's this old, like, this basically this guy. He sells insurance. Yeah. And he goes to people's house. He finds out when a man dies, and he goes to the widow. And he's like, hey, I'm here about the insurance policy. And they're like, oh, we don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, well, your husband owes me $600, and I need the money so I can finish the claim for him. Yeah. And they're like, oh, he's dead. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, and they're like, well, what's it about? He's like, well, you should be getting $200,000 now, but I don't have the $600, so I can't file the paperwork. And then, of course, they're like, oh my God, can I give it to you now? And like he swindles these people, and that's what he does. Yeah. And he goes to this one house to do that, and it's Tim Curry, and he has his old man as his old wife in drag, and like he's more recognizable in drag than his old man. Yeah, his mannerisms, and then he's the nasty, disgusting, gross daughter who seduces the man, and they ain't nothing more scary than this pimple, hunchback, nasty Tim Curry pulling off these big old drawers and dry humping some dude on the couch. I was like.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, the thing about Tales from the Crypt too that's really cool is it's full of celebrities. Yeah, like I watched the one with John Stamos on there. He still looks like he does now. Yeah, And he's a vampire.
Yes, he is a vampire. He had a new show that come out, didn't he?
Yeah, I did watch it too. It's called Grandfathered.
Yeah.
And I'll say to anyone on this podcast, listen to this. If you want to laugh your ass off, go watch Grandfathered, because we saw it like right away.
Yeah.
It's in the first 5 minutes. But there's a part where like his son, he basically finds out he has a son.
Yeah.
Finds out he has a granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, I'll show it to you. It's so funny. They bring the granddaughter over there, and he's like looking at the baby and stuff like that. And she's a cute little girl, you know. Got like a little tiny hair, a little bow in her hair and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, you know, he doesn't want to have anything to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of runs him out. And mind you, this is the first 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
And then like as they're walking out, he turns around, like he comes running through the thing, and he's like, wait. He's like, change my mind. Let me see that little girl. And they hand the girl to him, and that girl's hair is down to her back. And I was just like, did they switch babies? Like,
they do it on purpose.
and it was so noticeable. Like I was just like, did nobody see that?
Yeah.
And then I went look online, like on the IMDb message board, and like it was like 4 people saying, like, what the hell? Like it was so like, it was just so jarring, you know. And they're like, oh no, it's the same baby, but like they shot that scene, like they had to come back and reshoot that scene. I was like, there's nobody working continuity. It was just like,
no one could have put a wig, cut her hair or something.
Or just not pick the baby up.
Use some CGI to paint in some hair.
That little Chumbawamba baby.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that show's pretty good. But anyway, Tales from the Crypt. I didn't think it held up too well. I mean, Crypt Keeper, the intro is still one of the best intros ever for a show.
Yeah.
Coming into that old spooky house, you want more of that.
Yeah.
But Tales from the Dark Side, that's a fun show.
Yeah.
Because one, they have Into the Closet.
I still hadn't seen that episode. I saw episodes before and after it, and I still hadn't seen the one.
That one's my favorite. Scary. Traumatized me as a kid. The one with the very first one, I think it's called Trick or Treat.
Yes.
That one's with the witch. That one's good. I posted one on my Facebook. I think it's called Halloween Candy.
Halloween Candy.
Oh my god, you gotta watch that one. Like, watch that tonight for Halloween. Like, I'm telling you, watch that with your kids tonight.
Yeah, we'll watch that with my kids.
It's about this old man who hates trick or treat Halloween, mm-hmm. and like his son's there, and he's like, "Look, I got you some candy. Just when they knock on the door, just give them some candy." Mm-hmm. And the dude was like, "I ain't giving them my shit." You know, he's like, "These little hoodlums are gonna come around." Like he's talking about these kids like they're straight from the streets. You know? He's like, "They're gonna break my windows and spray paint my house." And I'm like, man, this guy really hates children. Yeah. So he hears something at his door, and he pops open the door, and sure enough, man, there's some little kid spray painting his house. I was like, oh shit, he's right. But he gets visited by something, mm-hmm. and man, when I say it is spooky. It is a good episode. Like, I think the scariest thing for me is sometimes when something's in the background.
Yeah,
either something's looking at somebody. Like, I mean, Halloween does it probably the best when the kid looks out the window, mm-hmm. and there's Michael Myers across the street just sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
I think also in Halloween when she looks out the window and he's in the, I want to say it was on the first Halloween. It might have been Friday the 13th. I know they both done it, but they look out the window and like there's Jason or Michael Myers just standing in the yard.
Yeah. And
then like they look back, he's gone. So,
yeah.
Classic spooky movie trope.
Yeah.
That stuff always is awesome. You know, and they're just there. They're not doing anything. They're just looking at you. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of what in this episode they actually have a part where the guy's kind of walking around pacing. And man, whatever it is, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's just on the swing outside, just swinging away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
probably a puppet or something.
But it's good. That one's good. There's one called The Voice. I want to say. I think it's season 4, mm-hmm. and that one's cool. It's this kid. Like they basically like do the Candyman.
Yeah.
And they're doing Candyman and Bloody Mary and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you ever did that?
No.
Bloody Mary.
No, they said like twice, and I didn't get the hell out of the. Cause you're supposed to do it in the bathroom, huh?
Yeah, you're supposed to do it in the mirror.
In the mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get out of there.
You never. Yeah.
I'm a scary person.
We did it when we did that when we were younger, but we also did we played the Ouija boards. Did you ever do that?
No.
It was always my friends.
My parents gonna let a Ouija board in our house.
Just burn that thing.
You put what in my house?
I think it was my friend Brian's house. He was always kind of crazy kid, you know.
Yeah.
But we did that. We did the Midnight Man.
What's the Midnight Man?
Midnight Man. It's I'm trying to remember exactly how you do it now. You basically like do like almost like a summoning like a thing, and like you got to chant, and you mark this. You have a paper that you write a name on. I'm saying it wrong. I have to look up the instructions. This has like been 10 years at least.
Was it 10 years?
It's been a long time, man. It was like we did this when we had like it was It was 2006 when we did this.
Yeah.
Because it was on my birthday. Because we did like a big party and like kind of all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm born on June 6th, which is a 6 month. So when it's 2006, my birthday was 666.
Yeah.
So we had this big bonfire, big party and stuff like that. And,
let's sacrifice somebody.
Sure, man. It's not audio. But the Midnight Man, you're supposed to hold a candle and it can't go out for an hour.
Yeah.
And if the candle goes out, you have like a minute to light it, or the Midnight Man gets you. It's one of those stupid games. Like, I mean, we just played all kinds of stupid shit, you know? Because we used to. I mean, anything scary, anything like that. That was my thing. Like,
yeah.
Horror movies. I don't care how bad it was. Mm-hmm. I'd go to the horror section. I'd get it by the cover. Whatever the cover was.
Yes.
The cover.
Yes.
Oh, like the Shocker. Remember the Shocker had the button you push?
Yeah.
I'd rent all that shit because, like, oh man, this looks awesome.
Because I used to do the same thing. You go to and look for something that just looked crazy.
Yeah. I see that. That always something like. There's two things in the video store, like in the horror section, that would always make me stop. And it was always, like I said, a crazy cover.
Yeah.
Which just made me stop and look. Or Elvira.
I
saw Elvira. I was like, oh, I'm going to be right here for about a minute. So.
Oh my god! I didn't realize I was messing around with. I think it was Hulu, and she has like, is that show still going where she introduces movies and stuff? I think she still does that.
I don't know, man. I love that woman.
Because like if you search Elvira, and she has like her own section where there's a bunch of movies. Because I saw the first one I watched, it was Elvira Night of the Living Dead. And of course it shows up. She's like, hey, and it's like you can tell because she had like a DVD in her hand.
Okay,
well, I remember from the 80s and 90s. You know, she shouldn't have had a DVD. And she's talking about Night of the Living Dead, and then the movie comes on, and of course, and then she has a little bit at the end. But I was surprised she was still doing. I mean, it had to been, within recent years, within the decade or so.
Oh, they have a show called The Search for the Next Elvira.
Really?
It's like I guess a reality show.
Yeah.
So yeah, Elvira has on Netflix is a movie. I think this is her movie show. The House That Screamed. Wow, that's pretty cool.
So she's been working?
I guess she is. It doesn't say what year it is. But, and then, of course, Mistress of Dark, that movie.
Yeah.
Cool, I like that movie. I saw that movie when it first came out.
When it first came out.
I can't remember when it came out. Let's see if it has what year that movie was.
It was, what, the 90s?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was a young man who understood things. But they have the whole, I think I saw it on Fox, and, like, there's two parts in there where like she's like stripping down and the kids are in the window.
Yeah.
That part in that tape was worn out. It was just worn out.
The next Elvira.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. One of my friends has an Elvira tattoo. All right, so we're going to talk about 5 shows or 5 specials that we love to watch around this time of year. That it's a staple. It's kind of like you're going to be watching Christmas Vacation soon. Like day after Christmas, got those movies going to start breaking out. This year, I really try to watch almost a scary movie a day when possible. Our scary episode was a lot of mostly Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt at night. Mm-hmm. Get ready to go to bed. We watched The Monsters, that TV show that played. I think it was on Fox. Oops.
The Monster, yeah.
Not the one with the family, but it was like it's on Hulu.
Oh, it's something that's new.
It's old. It's like from the 80s.
Monsters from the 80s.
Let's see, I can find it real fast for you. So, I'm talking. My first one that I want to talk about is a movie that I saw, and I do not watch this every year, but this one had such an impression on me because I rented it because of the cover. And I had seen gross stuff before. I had seen bloody stuff. I had watched all the Nightmare on Elm Streets and stuff like that. Yeah. All the Friday the 13th, all the Halloweens, and all the other Sleepaway Camp, whatever.
Sleepaway Camp, yeah.
But I rented a movie called Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, oh my gosh.
And man, like when I say freaked me out when I first saw it, Clive Barker, man, that dude is twisted.
Oh yeah.
And that movie is so bloody.
Yes.
So gross. Like you've seen the original, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's 1987.
It's been a long time since I saw that movie. I don't remember much about it.
Man, it's a dude named Frank, and like he basically opens the puzzle box and then he dies and he comes back. And freaking like Pinhead and all the other ones show up. And it's just it's torture. It's just torture.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen some I've seen Human Centipede movies. And
those are funny.
Yeah, well, the third one's funny.
I hadn't seen the third one. Actually, I hadn't seen the second one either.
Oh, the second one is terrifying.
Yeah.
The first one is gross and really messed up. The second one, the second one is actually pretty brilliant.
Really?
Like, as far as a horror movie goes, compared to, like, like a lot of people shit on them and hate them. But I like the Saw movie, the original first couple Saw movies.
Yeah.
I thought they were well done.
Yeah.
And they were doing a great job with the continuity. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the first one was really original and cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you didn't know the twist, it was nuts. Mm-hmm. I thought the second one was a great sequel, especially with the twist ending on that one as well. And then, of course, I lost. I think it was around the third or fourth one. Yeah. I weaned out. Mm-hmm. But I really liked them. This movie, I feel, is kind of the vein of the first. The sequel to Human Centipede. Yeah. It's a guy who's obsessed with the movie.
Okay.
And he decides to do it himself. And they keep talking about in the movie, the first guy, he was a scientist. Mm-hmm. He says, doctor. This dude don't know shit. So he's putting people together with rusty nails and breaking teeth and it's so graphic and gross. Yeah. And the third one's comedy. The third one has like those characters back in it, but they're playing different roles. Yeah. And it's at a prison, and he wants to put all the prisoners in one giant. I think it's like 300 something people. Yeah. And it's so over the top. Yeah. Like it's common. Like at this point, they know that it's a joke, and they run with it. But yeah, I'd say the second one is if you want something squeamish, give it a shot. But yeah, that's what Hellraiser was for me. Like I never watched this. I just refused to watch the sequels. Like the first one was so much, I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to see that shit again. Because I don't know, it's like certain scenes in a movie, like what's coming, and like you're like, oh, like for a long time that pencil in the leg on Evil Dead would get me like that. But this whole movie, it's disgusting, disgusting. So Hellraiser, that's my fifth one for
fifth one. Oh man,
for as a scary movie.
Shoot. Let's see. I'm trying to start with something that I saw a lot of. The Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Yes.
I honestly haven't watched The Lost Boys in a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to. I used to watch it on repeat. It was one of those movies that we had on a tape with some other movies. I think we had that and Stand By Me on the same tape. And, so we used to watch Lost Boys. It was one of those things my dad had the tapes set up so as soon as the show would end, there was no credits, Yeah. Next movie would start.
Start up the next movie.
Yeah. But, what did you like about Lost Boys?
I mean, it was one of those few vampire-themed movies that you could kind of watch as a child at my age. Because most vampire movies, I mean, it's going to be naked women, some sex scenes. I mean, vampires in general are very sexual. Right. Where in Lost Boys, it wasn't too much about that whole at all. The vampires, they were a gang. They were kind of killing other homeless people and stuff around. And then you had,
the Frog Brothers.
The Frog Brothers and Corey Haim. And I forgot who played Corey Haim's brother.
I don't think like a no name or something.
Yeah, no, he played some other stuff. Because, in close, he becomes a vampire, and then they had to de-vampirize him.
Oh, Corey Haim's brother. Sorry.
Yeah, Corey Haim's brother, yeah.
I'm thinking of the Frog Brothers.
Yes. Yeah, that guy, I don't know what else stuff he played on.
Yeah, like I said, it's been so long since I've seen it. Have you watched the sequels?
No.
I've seen the second one.
No, is the second one good? I was told it was pretty good. No,
it's decent. It's decent. Yeah. It's cool to see the characters, like those characters kind of back and stuff in it.
I mean, because it is like, a decade or so later?
At least, yeah. But yeah, and then they made another one.
Yeah,
I didn't see that at all, so I couldn't say anything. But yeah, Lost Boys is. I might watch that one tonight. Write that down. Lost Boys. I'll see if it's on Netflix.
I think it is,
or Hulu or whatever.
One of them, yeah.
Amazon.
You have several.
Yeah,
got to be on one of them.
If not, I'll just watch Pippi Longstocking again.
Pippi Longstocking.
I'm determined to get that song stuck on my daughter's head.
Woo! On purpose?
Yeah, Sheila hates that show.
Really?
We tried watching it. We were going behind us. Yeah. We were going to do it for the podcast, and I was like, "Oh, we're going to watch Pippi Longstocking." And she's like, "That's awesome. Let's watch Pippi Longstocking." Yeah. So I was like, "Hell yeah!" It's like one of the first times she's going to sit down and watch a movie for the podcast with me. So I got my notebook out. I got my stuff out. Start watching it. That freaking motorcycle started flying. She's like, "This is stupid." And it's like,
what she thought she was getting into?
She was all into it, man. The song's playing, overall, like...
Oh, my gosh. She remembered a different movie, huh?
I think so. Has that ever happened to you or remember a different movie?
No.
I think it was for Pete's Dragon. Remember Pete's Dragon?
Yeah.
I remember it being, like, epic.
Really? I remember it sucked back then.
I tried watching it. I bought it like cheap. I think the Blu-ray was like $2.
They put that on Blu-ray?
I have it on Blu-ray.
Wow.
And I started watching it. Like, this is like watching paint dry.
See, dude, I had the book. I had like the little book adaptation to it.
It came with a record?
No, not one of those. That would have been better.
Yeah.
But I just a regular little, that book with that little design in the back. Can't think of what it was.
Golden books?
Yes, golden books. And the book was boring. And I tried watching the movie. I'm like, yeah, this is just as boring as the book.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. All right, another one, and this is kind of Child's Play.
Yeah, Child's Play. Yeah,
Child's Play. Remember when it was getting ready to come out? Everybody was talking about Child's Play. The commercial was terrifying. With that woman getting pushed out the window and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that movie at the movie theater.
Wow, you freaked out?
I wasn't. My friend was because I was going to New Orleans with my mother, and my friend came with us, and we wanted to see a movie, and Child's Play was playing. That's one of the few rated R movies she brought us to.
And it's rated R. There's no boobs there. No, it's just scary violence.
Scary violence, yeah.
Now, I watched Child's Play. I had to watch Child's Play near the beginning of the month.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Bride of Chucky here. I seen that one a long time ago.
Yeah.
When it first came out, and I thought it was stupid then. I think it still is. But when I watched Child's Play this time, I wasn't like sitting there like, oh, this is a good scary movie. I was like, this movie's depressing as hell, man. I was like, I think I told you, I don't know, like I was thinking about the little kid, man.
You think about a little kid?
Well, like the little kid on there, man. Obviously his dad's dead, or there's a divorce going on, and all this little kid wants is a friend.
Yep.
And his mom, who's like barely making it by, manages to get him that super toy,
my buddy.
And he tries to kill him. It ruins his life. Puts his mom in an insane asylum. And all he wanted was a Christmas present.
Right.
But I actually watched Curse of Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's on Netflix. It's actually not bad. Not bad. And the one reason I'll recommend it if you like the first movie.
Yeah.
Because it almost makes a full circle.
Okay.
It explains why he's at this place with a whole new family, a whole new thing. How he came back. And it actually has the guy who played Charles Ridley Ray, I can't think of his name, the character. They actually have a flashback that is a prequel to Child's Play. And actually sets up the events of the first Child's Play. Him actually, why he was running from the police and everything.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
Huh.
And, the animatronics or whatever they did, I don't know if it was a person in a suit, in the original Child's Play or not.
Yeah.
But, that still looked amazing.
Yeah.
And it looks just as amazing now. The other thing about Child's Play that's pretty funny is that my brother was terrified of my buddy dolls.
Yeah.
So you go to the store and if I saw one, I'd grab the thing and I'd pull it out. My brother would just beeline to find my mom. Leave me in the toys by myself. Oh yeah, that. Sorry, we're feasting on some trick-or-treats. What's the next one for you that you like?
Oh my gosh. Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Man, I freaking love Beetlejuice, man.
Supposed to be making a sequel.
Yeah, is that going to happen though?
I saw Winona Ryder was in and Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Shoot. It doesn't matter how old he is, they just got to put makeup on him,
There you go. He can just put on makeup. They could always use another family, or he could terrorize some other people.
Well, I hope they just have a relationship now or something. Like they're friends still.
Yeah. Kind of like the cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cartoon was awesome.
Yes, it was.
What do you like about which favorite scene in the movie?
Oh my gosh! Now, when I was a kid, my favorite scene was probably like the table thing.
When they were singing?
Yeah, when they all singing at the table. That's one of those things I remember that my friends and I would do at school and make fun of and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now, it's the part where they go to dig Beetlejuice up. And everything that happens after that, everything that happens in the miniature.
The model,
yeah.
Yeah,
I like those scenes.
I like the strip club.
Yes. He's all got these pins sticking out, he's dancing. The girls come on in, girls.
Make my millennium. Yeah, that's a great film. I used to watch it. That was another one we had on tape, and we watched it a lot.
Yeah.
I always liked and there's so much in that movie that's just unexplained.
Yes, yes, there is.
Like sandworms, it has this it feels like you're watching a movie that's in a series.
Mm-hmm.
There's already a set universe and stuff.
Yeah.
I always laughed at the end too. I always thought the end was pretty funny. Where he's like rubbing that chick's leg.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she's over there. Her legs over here.
Yeah, I like anything with the like the undead world. Mm-hmm. And the dude that was like flat, he was like going through the thing.
Going through the thing. Yeah. And it was flat, man. The dead football team.
Yeah. I don't think we made it.
I don't think we made it, man. Let me give you that idea.
Handbook for the recently deceased.
Recently deceased, yeah. They could have made a movie just on that undead world. Well, I guess that's when the cartoon comes in.
Well, they have you can buy that book too. I think somebody I know has it. I want to be Trey or somebody else I know.
Yeah,
actually has the book. Man, you know, I've been thinking about doing this as completely random and if I say it and somebody does it, then I'll be pissed off. But I want to make a coffee table book. Like, you know, like
not about coffee tables.
Not about coffee tables. That's been done before. Because I've been noticing this a lot, and I want to make a coffee table book of like these really artsy black and white pictures or some color pictures, of shoes on the side of the road. Because like I always see these like a shoe on the side of the road, and I'm like, there's a story there. Did somebody get hit, or did somebody just like, I don't need the shoe, and they threw it out the window, like, and then like I just have like these really nice artsy pictures of a shoe on the side of the road, with like a little haiku or something underneath. And I'm telling you, there's a market out there. Somebody's gonna buy that book.
Yep, somebody with a shoe fetish.
Yeah, just like I just always like I'll see a shoe or something, and I'm just like, man, like
where'd it come from?
What happened? Why is there just a one shoe?
Why got a pair of shoes on the side of the room?
Yeah, and there's no foot in it. So. All right, another movie for me that I love to watch around Halloween, and I can watch the movie any time of the year. Mm-hmm. The Shining.
The Shining.
Creepy movie. Yeah, The Shining freaked me out when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. Those little girls.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole atmosphere of that movie. I mean, that's the one word I've described that movie is atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, Nicholson's amazing. I mean, Kubrick was such a freaking genius or wacko. You know, they say those lines are very side by side, you know, the line between insane and genius. Because he would make them repeat scenes over and over and over again. Like, I mean, even to the point where he actually made Jack Nicholson actually type when he was typing on the typewriter.
Yeah,
was actually the words, you know, because if not, it didn't sound right. It didn't sound like the right keys. So I mean, just little things like that. I mean, super small cast. What, it's like 6 people in the movie.
Yeah.
You have the girls. I mean, that counts. You have like the owner at the hotel at the beginning.
Yeah.
You have Scatman Crothers. And then like Danny, little kid. Mm-hmm. And he never acted again. I want to say that kid. That
really?
Yeah, that was it.
Wow. That's all they took with The Shining. He's a man. Screw it.
Yeah. And no, we're talking the original. We're talking to Jack Nicholson one, not that shitty TV remake.
They did a TV remake?
Never seen it?
No.
Oh man, Stephen King hates the movie. Like, he doesn't like it.
Why?
Because it's not like the book. Like, Kubrick changed it so much.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, I'm going to show you the right. You know, this is back when King was like super coke and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Alcoholic. And he was like,
show you what the real shot of it.
And he made a TV one, and it is bad. There's a lot more ghost. There's a lot more ghost in the actual Shining miniseries.
Yeah.
But this one has like the hedge mage creatures come to life and all kinds of stuff. I think I want to say you can watch it on YouTube. But that was around the time like Maximum Overdrive and all that stuff. Like some of the like they're iconic. Some of the, I mean, Stephen King. I'm a fan of Stephen King. Yeah. But like his movies don't always translate well.
Yeah.
Thinner. I mean, for every good movie, there's 3 shitty ones.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's not on my list, and I don't know if it's on your list, but definitely since we just talked King, Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched Pet Sematary in its entirety since I became a parent because I'm scared to. And that's saying something because that little kid at the end. Yeah. I know it's there, and I'm just like, man, I don't think I can watch it now. Yeah. But oh man, I just remember the cat and like, I mean, just a creepy movie, man. Mm-hmm. And of course, his name's I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. The next door neighbor, the farmer. Mm-hmm. He was the Herman Munster, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, Chuck, I don't know his name. I can't remember his name.
So anyway, yeah, Shining, I love it. It's freaky. Great atmosphere. I mean, every time I watch it, I kind of focus on something else, you know. Like when I was a kid, it was always like, man, the freaking little girls, it's creepy as hell. Mm-hmm. That woman in the bathroom is freaky as hell. Yeah, you know, that part is scary as hell. But then, like, I got a little older, I was like, oh man, the ghost was he actually ever there? You know, but there before, and just like, and then you just picking up on like, just the way it's shot and stuff. You know, kid annoying the shit out of you, red room. And what's pretty funny, it's just like random trivia about that movie is that Jack Nicholson was like a volunteer firefighter. So they were like, yeah, they didn't use a real door because they were like, it might take him a little bit to get through that door, So he used like a fake thinner door. Yeah, I mean, he just busted that thing so fast and like, oh shit, let's put a real door up. So yeah, he just like one whack like right through that door. Yeah. So The Shining.
All right, let's see. Whew. I think I'm gonna go with Evil Dead.
Which, the first one or the second one?
The first one.
First one.
The first one. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting because I had Evil Dead on my list before we talked. But I had Evil Dead 2.
Yes.
So, what? You talking about? You said the first one.
The first one,
not that crappy remake.
No, okay. No, I'm talking about the first movie that came out. It was 82
or something. I don't know.
Something like that. It was an even year.
Yeah.
82, 84, 80, something like that.
But yeah. Why'd you like that? Why'd you pick this one?
Because I was surprised of how entertaining this movie was. I actually didn't see this movie until I was in college. Like,
did you see it in order? Did you see Army of Darkness first?
Yes, actually, I saw Army of Darkness probably during the 90s.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen them in order.
Yeah,
it would have been amazing. But I was the same way. I saw Army of Darkness first.
Yeah,
and probably because of the cover or something like that.
And then Army of Darkness is it even rated R? Is it rated R?
I think it's PG-13.
I think it is. So because it would be easier to catch that movie than the other ones,
right?
Because the Evil Dead, I knew very little of it, and so when it was, I was home, I was in college, but I was visiting, so I was getting with a bunch of friends, from my hometown, and we went to the movie theater, saw the Evil Dead. None of us had saw it, picked it up, stuck it in, and I was surprised. Entertaining. There's parts that shocked me. Laughed.
Yeah, it's freaky.
I'm like.
I think about Evil Dead is like, it's the one I've watched probably the least, and I want to watch a Halloween movie tonight, so that might be the one that'll, if I can't find Lost Boys. But I watched Evil Dead, like I saw Army of Darkness, and I loved it. It was like, I saw it like right when it came out on video, so I don't remember how old I was, but like it just struck me perfectly. I was like, this is comedy, it's kind of gross, it's got, it's got cool monsters in it, so I was like, I gotta watch the other ones. Yeah, so I went to get Evil Dead. I watched it and I was like, this is cool, this is a good scary movie. And then I put Evil Dead 2 in and I was like, it's like the same damn movie almost, But it's kind of like a remake and then it's kind of not.
Yes.
I don't know. I liked Evil Dead 2 because it had a little bit more goofy in it.
Yes, it was.
And I mean, the part where he's like sitting there and going nuts and everything in the house is like moving and stuff and like the freaking moose head on the walls and laughing at, and he's just like going up and down with the lamp and shit. That part, it just cracks me up. And
it's like watching a Disney cartoon.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's so in me.
Everything's singing and dancing. The candles are singing and dancing together.
Yeah, actually, I don't have stars, so tonight, unless I can find it a certain way or another way, because Ash versus the Evil Dead starts tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I thought that started already.
I did too, but it starts Halloween night. It starts tonight. Perfect.
Yeah.
And I think it's already renewed for a second season. I saw or something.
Really? Already? So I'm assuming the reviews for it have been good.
So far, I mean, I was just always hoping they'd make another movie.
Yeah.
And now they're making a series.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I mean, I might have to get stars if I watch the first episode and it's that good,
Yeah.
But I mean, everything I've seen for the trailer, and everything, it looks awesome. You seen the trailers for it?
I saw some clips for it.
There's that one trailer where like only one man can stop it, and like it shows him strapping something up, and you're like, oh man, he's like putting on the he's just putting on like a belly harness.
Belly harness on.
So yeah, I thought that was awesome. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, and it couldn't have been anyone else but Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen? Speaking of Evil Dead, have you san the remake?
No, I have not. I've just seen like the trailer and a couple of clips for it.
I want to say it's on Netflix, maybe. I can find it while we're talking. I saw it at the movies. I went. One of my friends, she invited me. She's like, "Hey, we're going to watch Evil Dead," and I was like, "When's it start?" And it was like starting in like 15 minutes. Shit. So I was like, I rushed over there and I got there, and horrible mistake because I always like to get to the movies kind of early.
Yes.
We sat in the front of the damn movie, front in the neck break section, and I will say that movie is disgusting.
Yeah,
like the new one. Yeah, it's not on Netflix, but yeah, there's a part it's spoilers. It's close to the end. I mean, the movie came out. It's been like 5 years now, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, there's just a part that I might save your squeamishness, where somebody's arm is pinned.
Yeah.
And the only way they can get from worse danger is to sever their arm from whether it's pinned.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is graphic, man.
What?
Yeah. So if you're squeamish, don't eat that. Don't watch that movie. You need a big
it's like it's pure. It's like realistic, or is it like trauma level?
Oh, it's not trauma. It's realistic as it can be.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just over the top.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like that every person's body is completely made out of blood.
Yeah.
But and it's the thing about it, like, it's a good movie. It's a good horror movie, but it could have been called something else.
Yeah.
Because they have a chainsaw on it, but you know, it's not. They make a couple like straight references to the like kind of original like homage kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's never like, you know, like strapping a chainsaw on the arm. Even somebody loses their hand, I was like, oh, this is it. There's a character named Ashley, but it's a girl this time. So it didn't go in that direction. Like, and it didn't really open it up for like a cool, like, we're gonna go in this kind of direction. I actually think Cabin in the Woods is better.
Really?
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods is a lot more fun. You seen it?
I'm not sure. Which one is that?
That's the one where like they're in that freaking house, and underneath the house is like
some kind of I know what it is now.
Spoil it, too much, but
I know what it is.
They go in the basement, and there's like they're different on what they touch.
Yeah,
and it's awesome. I mean, they can make a series like a sequel to that. Just keep doing that, because that movie was fun. I'm trying to think of Cabin Fever. We're talking about cabins. Have you seen that one?
I'm not sure if I've seen Cabin Fever.
That's the one where they all get this like crazy disease where they're like basically rotting away.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's gross. I mean, there's a part where a girl shaving her legs. She's infected bad, and she's shaving her leg, and she just pulls a giant chunk of flesh off her leg.
Cool.
Yeah.
And she don't. I'm assuming she freaks out, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep. Any other cabin movies? There's other thing.
Oh man, I was thinking when you said Cabin Fever, I think I was thinking of the remake of Last House on the Left. Even though I did enjoy the original more than the remake.
Yeah, the remakes. I don't think there's been really a horror remake that I've actually enjoyed.
Yeah. I mean, some of them have been enjoyable but different.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, I have I have it in my head, but I'll name a couple remakes, and I was just trying to think of one that ever surpassed the original to me, and I have it. But before it, Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Did you like it?
Never saw it. Didn't even have an interest. I figured it wasn't gonna be good.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an interesting role for Freddy. He's very more dark, but it's like super tropey. Like, got the classic. Oh, he's behind me. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, he's in front of me. Just like, and like, you're Freddy. You can do whatever you want.
Yes.
You know, why are you gonna do this stupid, basic bullshit?
Yeah.
You know? And it's almost like he's trying too hard. Like, he's just like his voice. I didn't like the look of his face.
He's trying too hard to be Freddy.
He's not trying to be Robert Englund.
Yeah.
He's just trying to be evil.
Huh.
You know, he's not. He doesn't have like the. I mean, even the first Nightmare on Elm Street, which I watched a couple nights ago, is freaky. You know, he's freaky. He's creepy. He's not funny. He's not cracking jokes.
Yeah.
But he just has a presence like about him, and this guy didn't have. I don't know, wasn't there for me. Okay. Friday the 13th remake. You never seen it?
I don't think I have.
That it's decent.
Yeah,
it's not bad. I think they're actually making another one from that.
Really?
But it's one of those that, like, in the first minute, I was like, oh, these are the two people that are gonna live. You know, you can just kind of tell right away. This is a named actor. This is the guy from Supernatural. He's gonna live.
So, but what do they do? They read like, is the story similar to the first movie or what? It is.
Yeah. Okay. Halloween remake. With
which one? Which one is the remake? The last Halloween I saw, which was H2O, I think.
This is the remake with Rob Zombie did.
Oh, you know, I forgot about it. He did two of them.
Yes.
Dang, I totally forgot about it.
The second one's bad. The first one was actually decent. I like the mask. I love the way he looks. You know, he just looks freaky as hell.
Yeah,
he talks in the second one, and it's like
he talks.
Yeah.
Rob, he should know better than that.
Yeah, the second one's bad. I don't think he wants to make it or something. I was reading somewhere.
Yeah, did he just mess it up on purpose?
Shit on this. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Remake.
I wanted to see it. My wife, she didn't even want to see it because the original messed up so bad that when the commercial for the remake came out, she would turn the channel or turn her head away.
And it wasn't on my list, and I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah,
we just mentioned it, just surfaced in our conversation. But the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was infamous for me. Like I never rented it because I heard it was so freaky, so scary. Like I knew what it was. Like Hellraiser, I had no idea. Like this could be anything. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I heard it was just like people getting slaughtered, and just like I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I was probably in my 20s, and I downloaded it, and I remember watching it by myself on my computer screen with my headphones on.
You serious? In the dark.
In the dark, and it's got the awesome beginning.
Yeah.
But freaked me out. Like I'm like on the edge of my seat. Part where like the girl goes in the house, or dude's in the house, and the door slides open. That part freaked me out. But I'm watching it in QuickTime on the screen. Yeah. And I can clearly see the counter, like the little slider. Yeah. Showing how much left is in the movie. And I'm watching the end of this movie, and that chick's at the table, and I'm like looking at the little timer, and it's like at the end, I was like, ain't nobody living in this movie. I was serious. Like literally, I was like, this is the first movie I've seen where like I don't think anybody's gonna survive. Like I was just like terrified. I was like, oh my god, like they have to kill her. I was like, there's no time left for anything else to happen. And the end happened so quick. Yes. And but I saw the remake at the movies. And because after I saw that, I was like, this movie's amazing. Like I watched the sequels. You seen the sequels?
No, I've seen like bits and pieces of them.
You gotta watch.
I could, but I didn't bring it into the house. Like again, we were like in my early 20s when we saw it. Yeah. A group of friends from college, they all came to my apartment, and I rented a bunch of horror movies. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre was one of them. My wife saw that. Well, at the time she wasn't my wife, but that's it. A commercial can't even play on television. Wow. So I can bring it up. If I watch it, I have to watch it like by myself.
I always think about it's a fun movie to watch. Idle Hands.
Idle Hands.
It's this kind of scary movie where the guy it's that dude he had like a career for like 5 minutes. He was like in Final Destination and some other stuff. I can't think of the kid's name, but it has Seth Green in it and his friend, and like he kills him, and, like his hand's possessed by the devil. Yeah. Jessica Alba's like first movie. You never seen this movie?
It sounds familiar when you said his hands killed him.
His hand's possessed by the devil. Yeah. And it had Jack Noseworthy in it too. The dude that was in Dead by 21, that HBO MTV series.
Yes, I know of it.
And he was also in Event Horizon.
Okay.
Which didn't make my list. I was always talking about Event Horizon.
I still haven't seen that movie.
I rewatched it recently, and like it didn't hold up for me. It still had some good parts in it. Yeah. But I was just kind of like, it's not. Kind of like Phantoms. Yeah. Like I had those two side by side as like really freaky. Yeah. And Event Horizon didn't hold up for me. But anyway, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the sequels. I think it's the second one. It has Dennis Hopper in it. Yeah. And they introduced more of the family. That one's nuts, man. Dennis Hopper is so crazy in that movie. It's when his coke days. Yeah. Like Blue Velvet.
Dennis Hopper, man. Is it similar to like House of 1,000 Corpses?
The second one?
Yeah.
No.
Not so much?
Not so much.
So the family's not like crazy?
They're all crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm getting House of 1,000 Corpses mixed up. Yeah, I am, because I don't know if I've seen it. Because I'm thinking of 13 Ghosts, and I'm putting like all these movies together. House on Hill, the Haunting.
The Haunting. That was all remakes, though. You probably saw have you seen the originals?
Oh, yeah, I love the originals. House on Haunted Hill, and what's the other one, man? That with that crazy skeleton that just falls out. It's awesome. There's another remake, too. The Hauntings remake. They have that new movie coming out called Crimson Peak. It's already out. Yeah. They said that is scary.
That's a remake?
No, it's not a remake.
Crimson Peak.
The Conjuring was not a remake, but that was a... Did you see that? The Conjuring?
That sounds familiar.
Oh, man, that's the freaky one, man.
I think I might have saw it. I'm not sure.
The trailer alone freaked me out. Because the woman's in the dark and that hand comes out and claps.
Yes, okay. I thought that was a remake or something. It wasn't like a remake of some Japanese movie or something?
It was based on a true story.
Really?
All right. So other remakes of horror movies. We're all over the place today. Amityville Horror.
Amityville Horror. Oh, I saw the first one a long time ago. Never saw any of the sequels.
My parents, for some reason, they loved that movie.
Really?
When I was younger. Like, we watched all of them when I was, like, the first 3 or 4 of them when I was a kid. Yeah. Because I think it's the second or third one. And I had to, like, go and find it later on. Yeah. Because I saw it when I was, like, 8. And there's a part on there where, like, the brother makes his sister take her shirt off or something. Yeah. And my mom threw his blanket over me and my brother so fast. And I'm sitting there trying to look through the crack of the blanket. you know, and like they're just like, don't look.
No, look, that's incest. That's
So-
worse than murder.
Yeah. So I had to go find this movie later on to see like what was that scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was so tame. Like I
They
was
didn't
like,
even show anything.
I think they showed her in a bra or something like that. Yeah. I was like, but to me, I thought, man, we went to straight to 9.5 weeks or something over there.
9.5 weeks. I thought of that movie in a while.
Oh man, that was one of my hidden tapes when I was younger.
Yeah.
Got that movie used. Like, whoa! And I used that movie. It was like at the very bottom of my bookshelf, hidden. So we're talking about remakes, and I was, the Amityville Horror remake was with Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
It was okay.
I mean, he didn't bring anything to it.
Yeah.
Nothing great. No,
That was the movie they tried to do scene for scene. Was it that one, or was that Psycho?
Psycho? That's another remake. That was terrible.
Yeah.
And there's like the first Psycho. I love Psycho.
Yeah.
Psycho's fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did a shot for shot remake, which was dumb.
Mhm.
Vince Vaughn didn't like. I love Vince Vaughn, but he didn't do it in that movie.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible. But the Amityville Horror, like that, how like the house itself freaked me out. Like I'd see the windows and stuff, and
Mhm.
I just remember that movie being so terrifying.
Yeah.
The book was freaky. I read the book when I was like probably 20 or something.
Yeah.
The book was pretty freaky. But okay, so that's a lot of remakes, and none of them are.
No, good. There's a lot of remakes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bunch of hidden names.
But the one that I thought of while we're doing this list,
Mhm.
The Fly.
The Fly.
That the first one is amazing. The
Yeah.
first one is good, but holy crap, the David Cronenberg one with man. Have you seen it recently?
The Fly. Have I seen The Fly recently?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
But, oh man, it's awesome. It holds up amazing.
Really?
Yeah. And the special effects, the gore.
Mhm.
I mean, it is a gory ass movie.
I mean, I remember the scene when he's in the bathroom in the mirror.
I mean, there's a lot of that. There's a part where he puts the pencil in his mouth. He hits the
Yeah.
pencil in his mouth. It takes out his teeth fall out. I remember that.
Yeah.
Everything like that. Pulling his fingernails off and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Spitting on his food and just eating it. It's just, I mean, no. The movie is so fast too. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't waste any time. But that is probably the grossest transformation next to American Werewolf.
Mhm.
Those two right there, man, are just they're hard to watch, man. American Werewolf, especially because you can hear every single sound. Have you seen that recently?
American Werewolf in
You ever
London.
seen, yeah, you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Yes.
Oh yeah, that movie.
One of the best werewolf transformations. That
Oh, hands down.
Yeah,
hands down.
I think of him. Oh, the hand come out of there.
Oh, it's just his bones are breaking and reforming and
Yeah.
stuff, and you hear it all, man.
Yeah, no, you are.
John Landis, boy, that was a freaking movie right there. All right, so we went way off on that.
Yes, indeed.
All right, whose turn? I think it was.
Whose turn is it? Who you talking? This is
I think I was talking about Child's Play, so I think it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Shucks. What numbers are we on?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right. You know what? Since it doesn't matter, I'm gonna put two movies together since they have the same actress,
Oh.
and that would be The Worst Witch
Okay.
and Return to Oz.
Oh shit, man! Return to Oz. Speaking of the library, just for real quick,
Yeah.
they had that right in front and center in the kids section movies. I was like, "Hey, you get this out!"
Yes.
Some kids coming terrified. The wheelers are coming.
Oh my word, man! There's so many different, just creepy parts in that movie, especially the children. I mean, as an adult, you watch it like, ugh, but
The damn chicken, like the little chicken sitting there talking like, "You got fried chicken up in there." Yeah, man, that movie. Ooh, I watched it. Sometime last year, I watched it.
Mhm.
I think it was on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I kind of remember this movie a little bit. And I think Sheila was like, I didn't know they had a sequel to it. So I started watching it, and she was like, holy shit.
yes,
man.
indeed. This ain't Dorothy's. I mean, what? This ain't the 19. When it came out, 1940.
Oh, that movie? I think before that.
No, 1939.
Oh.
I think it's 39.
I'll say you're
I'm
right.
not 100% positive, but I think it's 39.
Yeah, it is a creepy movie. I mean,
Yeah,
the woman with
it's
no
not
head
a
running around.
Yeah, the spare heads all in the
Yeah.
glass cases. and stuff.
Dorothy Oz, and
Oh,
screaming and
man.
stuff. That part freaked me out. But The Worst Witch, I don't think I even know what this is.
The Worst Witch, like again, I think she might have, I'm not sure if she did this movie first. Might have been her second movie. What's her name? Can't think of the chick's name now, man.
Perusa Balk.
There you go. And this one is basically Harry Potter before Harry Potter was even known. I mean, that's what it is. She's a witch at a witch school. she's the worst witch out of all of them. But the school is set up. When I'm watching Harry Potter, I'm always thinking of this movie because they have their little teacher. They go to class. It's like a witch boarding school.
Yeah. Hey, I've been watching the Harry Potters. As I've been finishing the books, I've been going back and watching the movies.
Yeah.
And just to tangent off on Harry Potter stuff like that. I don't know. For some reason, I got the like going into the books.
Yeah.
I got the Harry Potter itch, man. I was just like all back into it and stuff.
It's funny because my wife, she does the same thing. Like I work night sometimes, and her and my kids, they will take out the Blu-rays and then watching Harry Potter back to back. At night, trying to watch all of them.
Yeah. I found them I was going to buy the box set, and the box set's like $60.
Yeah.
For all it, and I already had the last two because they were like a 3D set.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't seen the last two, so I was like, when it came out, I was like, okay, well, it's 3D, which I want. I just got that TV, and then I was like, it's the last Harry Potter, so sold.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I don't want to buy the whole box set and rebuy those two movies. Well, I found they have the double packs.
Uh-huh.
And I got all 6 of the other movies. 6.
Yeah.
I got all 6 of those movies. I want to say for like under $20.
Wow.
So I was like, that's a deal. So yeah, the worst witch. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh, you don't have it on? They have it on Blu-ray. It's not on. I don't think it's on Netflix or anything. If it is, I hadn't seen it.
I ain't gonna buy it unless I see it first.
It's good.
I don't know. Just
the thing is, when I used to watch it every year. It used to come on HBO, and I used to watch it every year when I was a kid. My brother and I were always, because in my house, like my parents, the way we had Halloween, someone come knock on your door and you give them the candy, but we turn off the lights to make it look like nobody was home, and the candy we would eat. So any candy my parents bought, we ate, and we watched The Worst Witch.
Oh man, I'll tell you a story from Halloween. We're living at my grandma's house,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like 6 or something like that, and we went trick or treating, and it was really cool because they had this one guy in the neighborhood who had like this ghost on a sheet, like on a string and stuff like that. And when you were walking away from his house, it swung right at you, freaked us out. But I remember we got back home, and it was like probably like close to 9 or something like that. And I turned on the light for the porch because we still had some candy.
Yeah.
You get the stragglers come walking, knock on the door and stuff. And my grandma got pissed. She was like, turn that light off. Trick or treat's over. So we were watching some scary movies and stuff like that. And then I was sleeping on the sofa bed in the living room. So it was probably like 11 o'clock at night or whatever. When I turned the light back on, I was like, I wonder if anybody's still trick or treating.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking out the window and stuff like that, and it's dark, and you can hear noises, like people are out there kind of going around and stuff. Because we lived like in a circle. And I just went and lay down. Nobody came, I didn't see anybody pass, and I just wanted to see a trick or treater.
Yeah, see if somebody comes.
Yeah, I went and lay back down. I went and lay down. And it was probably around midnight, man. Somebody knocked. And dude, I was so scared, man. I ran to the door and I turned the light off. And I was like looking through the crack, and it was like 2 people in like little ghost sheets.
Yeah.
And they were like talking, like mumbling and walking away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man. I was like, why are y'all so late? Like,
how dare you put your light on?
The Strangers. You ever seen that movie, The Strangers?
No.
It's where the people like knock on the door. It's kind of like reminds me of the Purge shit.
Yeah.
But my buddy, man, he is very sensitive. He won't watch. He not watching a horror movie. He gets freaked out for days. After that. But he didn't even see The Strangers. He saw the trailer for it, where like we know you in there. And that dude slept on his sofa with a gun for like a week because he was having nightmares about the strangers coming.
Hope no Jehovah's Witness come to his door.
And you heard about our Savior.
We know you and I see you.
I just want to give you a copy of the Watchtower. Don't shoot. All right. Let's see what else. I have.
Shoot, I got a bunch of crap, man.
Yeah, I know. I do too. I was just thinking. The original Alien.
Alien. Oh man.
Because if I have to pick which movie out of the series I like the most, of course, Alien. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
But man, Alien 1.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like I have no problems with that movie, like at all. And like just atmosphere, like the part. I just remember like jumping so much when he's in the tunnel. Mm-hmm. He's like trying to do the thing. He has like the flamethrower.
Yeah.
And then like he turns it and like the thing's in the tunnel with him. Because like going into the movie, I knew about the chest busting scene. Everybody knows about that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I saw Aliens way before I saw Alien.
Yeah.
And I went back and watched it. I was like thinking it was just gonna be like some mediocre kind of nothing special.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it's awesome. Everything in the beginning is so freaky with they land and the eggs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I mean, like, there's scenes in there, like, you pretty much know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? Like, if you've seen anything aliens, you know shit's going to pop out of there.
Yeah.
But, man, I don't know. It's just that when they're, like, going through the ship and it's just so claustrophobic and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want to play the game so bad, because they said the game's very close to the original.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of the kill scenes where, like, you know, aliens behind you and stuff like that. But, yeah, Alien is a good space slasher film.
Yeah.
You know, because the alien is stalking them all and killing them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like Alien. I can watch that. I can watch it anytime, but I enjoy watching it late at night with no lights. You know, it's a sci-fi movie more than a horror, but
yeah,
it's on my Halloween list.
Sci-fi horror movie.
Yeah.
No,
I hadn't seen it, and I went to find it because I want to watch it for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Trick or Treat.
No, I haven't seen that.
I heard it's somebody's probably like, have you ever seen Trick or Treat? I've heard nothing but good things about it. Yeah. It's an anthology where it's like a couple short stories.
Yeah,
like in a movie, which I like movies like that. Like, have you seen VHS?
No.
Okay. Well, Trick or Treat has a little sad kid, and this movie is like full Halloween stuff. There's like Halloween parties and Halloween. You know,
yeah,
it's set on Halloween, so I might actually see if I can get it from the library today. So I got Lost Boys, all this stuff to watch. Start watching as soon as I finish. But anyway, VHS is on Netflix, and VHS is these people go into this house and they find a dead guy and like all these tapes, and they put in the different tapes.
Yeah.
And each tape is like found footage of something else. And I want to say it's 4 or 5 stories. First one's freaky. Second one I don't remember being too good. Actually, I think the second one's nuts. I think a woman on a road trip.
Yeah,
and like somebody's like stalking her.
So it's like different stories, like
completely different stories,
like the Tales from the Dark Side movie,
just
or
like those
Twilight Zone or Creep Show.
Yep, just like that stuff. But I think it's the last one where these people like stumble across a freaking. They go in a house and they find something. But man, when I say like freak me out, yeah, it's good. Now the sequel, I haven't seen the sequel for it, but VHS is definitely a good horror movie, a different type of horror movie.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's great, but it's definitely worth watching.
So there's a VHS and a VHS 2?
Yes. I haven't seen VHS 2. And then I've never watched it, but I've heard one of the guys who, when we talked about VHS, this guy told me that the ABCs of Death was pretty nuts too. But it's like, that's like 26 different little movies.
Yeah.
Because each one's a different theme, and there's an animated one. They're all done by different people.
Yeah.
It's like 4 rooms and stuff, you know?
Dang.
Yeah, I was trying to sell somebody on 4 rooms the other day to watch it. I was like, just watch the last 2 episodes. The last 2 skits. I mean, because the first 2, even when I rewatched it, I'm like, the first 2 are terrible.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, what else you got, sir? Halloween.
Let's go ahead with a childhood favorite of mine. Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
Yeah.
Love Monster Squad.
Yeah.
That's another one that I can watch anytime. I always like, because my mom watched the Monster Squad with us when we were kids, and the scene, she like died laughing. She was like, I never seen my mom laugh so hard. And it was the scene where like the kid's like, there's a mummy in my closet, and the dad's like, ooh, a big scary mummy, and he's doing stuff, and the mummy's all like in there like, and like the kid's just like staring. But my mom, I don't know why, but my mom just died laughing.
Like, maybe she probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's a mummy in the closet. Yeah.
But the dad's the best part. He's just like, ooh, a big scary monster in there, and he's just doing a thing, and like sure enough, there's like right over his shoulders like this freaking nasty mummy. But yeah, this movie, all the Universal monsters, and they all look awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Wolfman's cool. Like, I mean, the makeup on all of them is great, and it's like doesn't need to be remade.
No.
It's got all the awesome tropes. Got the montage. Rock until you drop. Rock. I still know the song. And dude's got the best shop class ever because he's like making bullets and
stuff in the shop class. Oh shoot, can't do that stuff no more. Can't do nothing no more, man. What? Shop has wood nails.
Horace. Like that kid's name was Horace.
Horace, yeah. Wolfman has balls.
Nards.
That's right. Yeah. Always like that scene he made the kid eat the candy bar. Had the ants crawling all over and after that.
Oh, the kid from Wonder Years?
Yeah. Pick it up, man. You drop your candy bar.
Yeah. Dude's like the badass and the penny loafers.
Yeah.
You know? I like the Frankenstein too. It was cool.
Yeah.
Just like the little girl was like, scary big guy. You know, like they were like trying to find a virgin. Is she a virgin?
Is she a virgin? Yeah.
They're like, hope so. She's
like 5. She better be. You call the CPS.
Yeah. So we just took a turn. Oh, scary German guy. Hanging out in the pool again, taking pictures. No, they had a freaky guy at the pool here, man, for summer. I went once to the pool. And then some dude swimming underwater taking pictures.
You serious? He had a camera in his hand?
Yeah. And I'm like, I haven't got enough from the pool for it. It's like, it's just like kids out there and stuff like that, you know?
Oh my
like,
gosh.
He ain't like taking pictures of fish.
Look at no shade.
No. But yeah, didn't they have like a comic or something from Monster Squad? It could have been a cool video game.
Yeah, it could have.
Like each kid,
yeah, is doing something.
I mean, zombies ate our neighbors.
They don't have like a Nintendo game called Monster Squad.
Man, Monster Party, that weird fucking game.
Yeah, Monster Party.
That game is so weird, man. My cousin Angel had that game when I was a kid, and we go to her house. Cousin Angel, Tanya, and Sarah. Mm-hmm. We go to her house after church. You know, it was like my mom had the routine. You know, we go to church like 8 in the morning. Then we go to my aunt's house till about noon, and we'd play Nintendo, watch movies and stuff. And then we go to Seminoles, and my mom would get that hot French bread. I don't know, man. She had a thing for hot French bread and mummy jokes.
And mummy jokes.
But my cousin only had like 5 games, so you know, I'd rather play a game than watch TV when I was a kid. You know, but she had Paperboy, she had Mario 3, she had Monster Squad, Tetris, the bootleg one, the black one cartridge.
Nobody was it Tintin?
Yeah, Tintin. And of course the original Mario with, you know, but Paperboy was pissing me off.
Yes,
so,
it did. Yeah,
you know, I was the first. I beat Mario 3, so I didn't want to really play that too much. So I play Monster Party a lot.
Yeah,
and that game was just brutally hard. Just so weird, man. So weird, man. Like freaking butts and stuff, and weird R2s and stuff.
Real R2s.
It's. I mean, it's all like parodies and stuff of other like horror stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Little shop of horrors, theater shop.
I watched that the other day too. Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, you watched the one with the
real ending.
Real ending, yeah.
Yeah, man, that ending is nuts, man. I kind of like the original ending a little. I guess because I'm growing up with it.
Yes,
but because I don't know, I like seeing them together.
Yeah, I know, right? The other one is just depressing.
I'm super depressing, man. Feed me.
They all over the place.
Yeah, they're laughing and stuff, just tearing. It was funny because 80s Revisited, our buddies over there.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to him about it or something, or he heard us talking about it,
and
then he went watch it, and he hadn't seen it in forever. Like him and Jesse and Trey and all them, and they watched it, and he was just like, they were raving about how good it was. You know?
Yeah.
Like they loved it absolutely, and it was awesome that, you know, us talking about it kind of inspired, you know, someone else. So if you want to hear them talk about it for a whole podcast,
yeah,
check them out. They're actually also give them a shout out right now. They did Stephen King this year for Halloween.
Oh,
so he did Pet Sematary. I wanted to see Cujo and Christine.
I haven't seen Cujo in a long time. I haven't seen Christine in a long time.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, wow. Check out the movies and go check out their podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, Cujo. I hadn't seen in forever either. I just remember I just remember, I don't know how long the movie was. If the movie was 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes. But all I remember is just an hour of somebody, for me, it felt like an eternity. Because I saw it as a young kid. And somebody in that car, trapped in that car with the dog.
Yeah.
And that might be the very end of the movie. I don't remember. But that's all I remember about that movie is that freaking dog, man.
Dog, yep, that's it. Cujo eating people.
Cujo. Speaking of Stephen King, I just did I was doing audiobooks for Stephen King. Mm-hmm. And I listened to 3 or 4 different ones, but it's like Stephen King short stories. Yeah. So they're perfect, man. You listen to one story on a drive, you know.
Yeah.
It's like an hour or 2 hours long, you know. But I listened to each one was narrated by a different person, and they had one that was Whoopi Goldberg, and she was like narrating some teacher, like about a teacher who sees the little kids as demons.
Yeah.
And that story was messed up, but she's a pretty good reader. She did a pretty good job with that. They had one that was read by Stephen King himself. There was another one that was read by oh God, what's his name? He's from Rob Lowe.
Okay.
Rob Lowe did one of my favorite Stephen King stories, which is called Dolan's Cadillac. You ever heard it?
No.
It's about this guy. I don't think they ever say his name in the book. I'm trying to remember. They say his last name, but his wife witnesses a crime, and she's gonna like testify.
Yeah.
Against this guy named Dolan, and Dolan has her killed, blown up. He has her car rigged and it explodes. Yeah. So this guy's just like average 40-something year old teacher. Yeah. He just becomes obsessed with this guy Dolan, and he's gonna kill him. And the way he's gonna like this guy he can't even reach this guy. This guy like he has goons around him, bodyguards and stuff like that. Yeah. Like he knows if he pulls a gun out, he'll be dead in a second. So he stalks this guy and like watches what he does. And this guy basically travels every other weekend, like goes to Vegas, from California to Vegas. Yeah. Spends the weekend out there, and like so I don't want to say the whole thing, but he basically decides to do something with to make a detour and get this guy alone in the spot. And man, like Rob Lowe did a fantastic job reading it. Yeah. So I was like, man, this would be a perfect movie. Well, they made a movie out of it, and it stars Christian Slater. Really? And it's not that great. It's got like 4s and 5s out of 10. Yeah. But it's on Hulu. The whole movie's on Hulu. And I watched it after I read the book, and I was just like, it's very Hollywood stuff, because some of the stuff that happens, like they stretch it out, like stuff is just way Hollywood, Yeah. Like, what's the name of the movie? Dolan's Cadillac. Oh, that's the name of the movie. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, check it out. I mean, it's the short story is awesome. I mean, you can read that in like one sitting. But yeah, it's probably my favorite. It's one of my favorite revenge stories besides like Monte Cristo and some other stuff. Yeah. But I will say, if you watch the movie first, you'll be probably disappointed. It's not Legolas like surfing on a shield or anything like that. But yeah. Surfing on a shield. All right. Whose turn was that? You or me?
Yeah, I just went, man.
All right. So I did my we'll both talk about this one together, probably. Well, since we're all talking about highlights, let me get a little light in here real quick. And I have never seen this movie. I've heard about this movie hundreds of times. It's been on the list. It's been on everyone's talked about it and stuff like that. And the other night, we watched Rosemary's Baby.
Really?
Yeah. I'd never seen it before.
I've never seen it either. I've seen parts of it.
Okay. So you have seen the end?
No.
Okay. It's long. It's a long movie, and not much happens. I liked it. I did like it, and I mean, I wanted it to end differently. Like I'm just like yelling at the TV, like. But I can see I can see why it's so praised and stuff. Yeah. Because if I would have seen that movie in the time it came out in the 60s, I think 69 or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But if I would have seen that movie when it came out, holy crap, man! Yeah. Like would have ruined my life. I'm thinking it's just it's good, but like there's parts in there where you're like, oh my god, I would like. Basically, you know what it's about, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's a couple. I think they moved to New York, and she gets pregnant. Yeah, and she thinks that her new neighbors are trying to get her baby. They're trying to like poison her, like make her do stuff, and she thinks they're devil worshippers and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah. And, you don't know if she's crazy or they're crazy and stuff like that. But like it's got some good twists to it. Yeah. I think we were laughing our ass off because like, it's very 60s, so you can joke about a lot of stuff. But it was a good film. Like it just it doesn't get scary or nothing really crazy happens to like right near the end. Yeah. So it's a slow burn. And I probably shouldn't say disappointment at first because I was expecting something different. Yeah. And that's where our disappointment was. But as a whole film, seeing it because we stopped in the middle because it is long. Yeah. And I was just like, do you want to finish this? And then actually finishing it, coming to a full circle, I enjoyed it. But I will say if you do watch it near the end when there's kind of a chase kind of scene and stuff like that. Yeah. Holy crap, that music sounds like Elmo having sex or something. It's just it's just gone completely nuts. And I was like, what is this noise? It doesn't sound like any kind of instrument you ever heard in your life. It sounds a piano. I don't know. Somebody
Well, it's probably experiment. Like they did that kind of stuff, you know.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, back then.
So, anyway, so my next movie, we're both going to touch on this one kind of because we have a half and half. So we're going to talk about the George Romero, the master himself. Mm-hmm. So my favorite of his film series is Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, yes.
Original, 1978. I might be wrong. I think it's 78 or 79.
Because the last one was during the 80s, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, Day of the Dead is 84 or 5.
Yeah. So you're talking about Dawn.
Oh, I'm definitely talking about Dawn, yeah. The one in the mall.
Yes.
Which the remake's not terrible.
See, I know the reason why I didn't like the remake. Well, let's see. Oh no, no. I'm thinking of something else.
They made a remake of all 3 of them.
They did. Well, you talking about the 1990 Night of the Living Dead?
Well, Tom Savini directed that one. That one's good.
Yeah, I like that one.
That one's good with Tony Todd.
Yes.
Yeah. The Day of the Dead, the remake of that, I did not like. That's what because I thought it was gonna be a straight up sequel to Dawn of the Dead. Mm-hmm. It's not. Land of the Dead was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I didn't like Diary of the Dead, and then he made another one after that, and I didn't even bother watching it.
So, in the other ones, do they have like fast zombies in them?
No.
Are those all the 33 days and whatever?
28 days later.
Yeah.
They don't. There's no fast zombies on there.
Yeah. Okay.
But okay, Dawn of the Dead is my favorite because there's 3 versions of it at least that I've seen.
Wow.
I've seen the original cut, the director's cut, and the European one, where it's actually called Zombie.
Yes, it's called Zombie. That's right.
But I love Dawn of the Dead so much because I love the atmosphere, and it's just like, man, it's kind of what I would do, or somebody, like you bunker down in this mall, got this cool secret room that they get into, and like they basically take it over, and like it's like middle of the movie's fun. Like, they're just like having fun playing video game. Or
is it like the video game?
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah.
Yeah, well, you never seen Dawn of the Dead?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good because like you get the zombie outbreak at the beginning, and they're fleeing. They meet up with these other 2 people. These 2 SWAT guys. Yeah, and they wind up meeting up with this helicopter pilot and his pregnant girlfriend. And they find them all. They land on the mall, and they come in through a skylight, and it's like this room that's like upstairs, and it's got supplies and everything and stuff like that. But it has a stairwell that goes down, and they basically make a fake wall where it looks like a wall. Yeah. So like you can't even find the door unless you know about it. And then like they basically lock them all down. They they park 18-wheelers in front of the doors. Yeah. And they kill all the zombies in there, and they put them in the freezer, like like get them away. Get them like clear them all out, and they own them all. Yeah, and like in the middle of the movie, they're just kind of having fun. They're just kind of doing their own thing, and then of course something has to happen. Yo, but oh man, like the European cut's a little bit longer. The plane was just fine. Yeah, but I will still say, to hands down, there's a scene on there where somebody there's a zombie in the elevator, and now this is the thing I have to say about like. This movie for me, like when I saw it, I didn't want it to end. Like it was, I don't know, something about it. Just it captured everything I wanted in the movie, like a zombie movie, kind of horror movie. Because like it's a satire too of people. Because like the people in why are they in the mall? They're kind of zombies. It's a smart movie, but I will say like if you're going into it like looking for special effects and stuff, I mean it does have Tom Savini's blood and guts and stuff in it, like some pretty gross stuff. But like the people were just extras, and they just basically put blue paint on these people, and like some of them are terrible. Yeah, some are just like, oops, they forgot to put makeup on that guy. I mean, and zombies don't have to be all super Walking Dead gross, You don't have to be like where Walking Dead has like zombies. You ever seen that? Yes. They have certain levels, like they have the people who are like really gross, the people who are slightly gross, and then just have the dude that just got blood on his face. Yeah, and they put them in grades depending on how many they have to have on the screen. Mm-hmm. All these are pretty bad. They're just like gray skin. There's like a Hare Krishna one and all these different ones. There is one, man. He's like walking around. You see him multiple times.
Tambourine.
Yeah. You told you like, and you want him to die so bad. But the gore is great. But I'll say the zombie makeup is nothing special. They're just blue skin. They didn't really know what to do, I guess. Yeah. Now, what do you like about Night of the Living Dead? Because I mean, I love them both. But
I mean, I actually saw the 1991 first. But the one from '68, I think, is a better movie.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
and nobody had ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, and I was because actually I caught it by accident. It was like early in the morning, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. I just kind of stumbled across it by accident, and I was surprised of the ending.
Oh, the ending is very shocking.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, they get killed. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I love that. That movie starts off so strong. They come to get you, Barbara.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
And cool things about that movie is like the house. It was so low budget.
Yes,
so low budget. But they would have to like put the wood up on the doors and the windows and put it back up for scenes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they actually had them numbered so everything to keep the continuity and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like you got zombies, all that shit going on. But the worst thing of all is the people. You know.
Yep.
People are the worst enemy. And it was black and white. There's no makeup. You know, people who just walking around naked. That's probably the easiest movie to find in the world.
Mm-hmm. It's all over.
Well, it's public domain. They didn't renew the license on it or whatever, so it went to the public. Mm-hmm. But I want to say it was around the time Land of the Dead came out that George Romero actually released a cut where he actually did a new commentary and some special stuff, and like that was the only time he would actually ever make money off of this movie, pretty much. Yeah. So I had bought that one. Have you seen Day of the Dead though?
Yeah, I have seen Day.
Man, Day of the Dead. The part where the dude gets ripped apart in the hallway, like super gross.
Yeah.
That scene, like it always grosses me out because it's super. I mean, it is absolutely disgusting. And they had a real cow, like all these cow guts, like this giant thing full of cow guts, and that's all intestines and stuff.
Ooh,
and they
stink.
They put it in the freezer.
Oh.
And they're going to use it for that scene. Well, the freezer broke and it was in there for 2 days or whatever. So they like. Literally gagging, like because it was so bad. They had to like do that the scene and just like run nasty, stinky, disgusting like cow guts all over your body. Ugh.
No, man, we're gonna find another cow. We're gonna cut it
up. Now, do you watch The Walking Dead?
The TV show?
Yeah, the TV show.
I tried watching it, but I made the mistake of reading the comics, which ruins the show. I tell people all the time, you're gonna watch the show. It depends if you read comics at all. The comics ruin it. I mean, the comics are just better.
The comics are way better. The comics are freaking nuts.
Yeah, because I know the TV show has taken its own turn, so you can enjoy it for apart from the comics.
Different people die at different times. In the comics, different ways.
At the time where I saw it, it was like I didn't even care anymore.
Right.
I just kept reading the comics.
Well, the comics. I'm reading the comics now, and the most popular character pretty much on the show, it doesn't even exist in the comics.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, anyway, I was just going to tangent on that. I'm not going to actually say it, but the most recent episode that happened. I mean, anybody who watches it knows what exactly.
Yeah, I think I heard about it because there was like videos and stuff popped up. I think I saw a couple.
So I don't know, like if that's the case, I think I'm not going to watch it anymore either. It's like okay.
Oh yeah.
But all right. Other dead movies. We're talking about zombie movies. Any other zombie movies you really like?
The other movies, the comedies, Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah. Little brain.
Get that damn screwdriver out of my head. Yeah, those are fantastic. I saw those pretty young. Mm-hmm. Remember the girl dancing on the grave, all that stuff.
That's Leah Quigley.
And then
Scream Queen.
What else? Those are great. I love 28 Days Later.
See, I hadn't seen those. Well, I've seen parts of those because I don't like fan zombies.
Yeah, that one's like they're not really even zombies too much. It's more like a rage virus kind of thing.
Yeah, sort of like World War Z.
Yeah, kind of like that. But man, the soundtrack on that movie is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, I bought the soundtrack for that movie. Mm-hmm. There's I think a song called Season Songs.
Yeah,
that plays on the end of that movie, and I freaking love it. But so you never finished 28 Days Later?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch the end. There's two endings. There's an alternate ending, original ending.
Yeah.
But man, the end, same thing as like Night of the Living. I'll say this much: same thing as Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and stuff. And pretty much The Walking Dead. The most dangerous thing in a zombie apocalypse is other people. So that's
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I like it. The sequel, I've never finished the sequel.
How many sequels there?
There's just two.
Are there really?
Yeah. There's 28 days and 28 weeks, and that's it. And they talked about doing another one, like 28 months or something.
Yeah,
but never did. Did you like World War Z?
Yes, I did.
The movie?
I was surprised.
Yeah, it was funny that Doctor Who is there.
Yeah,
as the Who Doctor. I read that book, and the book is awesome.
Really? Oh, okay.
The audiobook is fantastic because it's all different stories.
Yeah, it's
like a collection.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even close. All they have in really common is the name of the movie. Some of the characters, some of the stuff, but I mean, it's so far from it.
Wow.
But they're supposed to be making a sequel to that too, World War Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun movie. Other zombie movie. Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Love Shaun of the Dead. That's one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, anything like from that group is pretty. I like. But I was just it just crossed my mind. I had read it, but I had to go back. I think it was from like CBS or something like that. They're making a sequel to Big Lebowski. Did you hear that?
No.
I have to pull that up real fast.
CBS?
Not CBS is doing it, but I think I read it on a reputable site. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Pull it up real quick.
They're making a sequel to that movie.
What about Halloween specials?
Halloween specials. Let's see. I would tell you one of my least favorites.
Was it Great Pumpkin?
Yes. Only because Charlie Brown is so boring, man.
it's very boring and it's very.
I mean, I can like, just put it on, just have it playing and just ignoring it. But as far as actually sitting down and watching them, oh man, I can't unless I'm trying to fall asleep. That's the goal of me falling asleep.
Oh no, the Big Lebowski 2 is fake. So somebody who was screaming at us for the whole time, apparently it's fake because it says Jeff Bridges even fell for it. They made an announcement for it because I saw it. It was an announcement, and that's all I read.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I heard they never would make a sequel to that.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, everything gets ruined or something eventually, but it's not true. So that's good. Yeah, I watched The Great Pumpkin the other day, and I don't like it either. I have that Charlie Brown box set that has like the Thanksgiving one and the Christmas one, and I put it on for it's Halloween. Yeah, to watch it. Even Olivia is like, this sucks. I like the Garfield Halloween special was good.
Oh, I almost watched that yesterday.
It's on I think it's on Hulu.
Is it?
That one.
I almost saw it.
I used to like the Roseanne ones and the Simpson ones.
Yeah,
Roseanne did some really good ones. Modern Family does them cool Halloweens. It's always like the Halloween house that you always wanted to have.
Yeah,
where there's no budget for no limit on your budget.
No, exactly.
You just make whatever you want.
Yep, whatever you want, man.
And not worry about taking it all down later.
Yeah.
But the Simpsons one, the Treehouse of Horror, I think I watched like the first 10 or something. There's so many of them now. I mean, if they have
they come out with this stuff like almost every year, man.
Yeah, there's one every year for that, and those are really good. What about remember the Family Matters ones with the evil Urkel puppet? I
don't think I saw that one.
I don't remember. Evil Urkel puppet, and there's an evil. They have a Carl one. And it's called Carl's Bag. Try to find a picture of it for you, man. Oh, it's so funny. What about... And that's because they also have the one where it's early Family Matters, where Urkel's like dressed like Superman. He fights the guy.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right. I think that's about it for Halloween specials I can think of. Any other movies?
Whew. No, not really, man. You talking about for our list?
Yeah, any other Halloween scary movies?
Let's see. Stuff we hadn't talked about I have on my list. Poltergeist. Yeah.
I have not seen. I almost rented the remake the other night.
Heard the remake was bad.
I heard it was bad too. That's why I was going to rent it.
Yeah.
I rented what you call it instead? Unfriended.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, but that didn't hold my attention.
Neither.
No.
You think Poltergeist would have been better choice?
Yeah, probably both poop, but I don't know. Yeah. Unfriended was neat because it was very very modern.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like super modern. Like that show. Like the show is so like set with modern times with Skype and everything stuff like that.
Yeah.
That like in probably like 5 years, they'd be like, "This is dumb."
Yeah.
Like any movie that's like has tons of technology in it.
Yeah.
What the hell was we watching the other day? We were watching something, and like every single person's cell phone was a flip phone, but they were all filming something that happened. Oh man, I want to say it was a scary movie or something. It doesn't matter. But the original Poltergeist, Tobe Hooper, Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
That movie's freaky, man. I couldn't watch that when I was a kid. I was scared of trees. Like any tree that looked like it could, if it came to life, would attack me. I stayed away from clowns. That clowns. Yeah. And then, like, of course, knowing that almost everybody in that movie died or whatever.
Yeah. It was like what, 6 of them?
Yeah. And then the pool scene with the bodies, those were real bodies.
Yep.
That they had gotten. Yeah, that movie's freaky, man. freaky. Another one, just when you thought of that, I used to be scared of when I was younger, was The Fog.
The Fog.
The Fog is like where they made a remake of that crappy remake. Speaking of remakes, another crappy remake.
It's called The Fog?
The Fog.
Now, which one is The Mist? Wasn't The Mist that movie with the bad ending?
The Mist is with I think it takes place around here. It's not, but that's not a horror movie. That's
not?
No, that's with I can't think of his name. Freaking Tommy Lee Jones. Is it Tommy Lee Jones? Doesn't matter.
No, not the movie I'm thinking of.
No.
Tommy Jones.
The Fog is it's like takes place like around New England or whatever, like Rhode Island kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then like these big bugs attack people.
It's like like drowned fishermen that are in the fog.
Ah, okay.
And like they look freaky and stuff like yeah. The original is freaky, man. Really freaky. They made a remake with dude from Smallville in there, and the remake's terrible. I think Jamie Lee Curtis is in the original. The Fog. Let's see, that's on Netflix real fast because that's definitely fun. That was I don't know if it was a Stephen King book or not either. Really drawing blank on. What's the other one? The Clown House. Did you ever see that?
No, I'm watching
no Clown Houses, man. We saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, that movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Would they go into Halloween?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Absolutely.
Killer Clown. I mean, I don't think it's scary. I guess, unless you scare the clowns, I guess.
Yeah. The Fog is not. Excuse me. The Fog is not on Netflix, but the remake is.
Remake of Fog
with Tom Welling.
The Fog.
Yeah, it takes place in The Hole. That's another one. The Frighteners. That's another good one.
Oh, The Hole. Oh, what's that movie? With the kids? They play the record. And demons come out. What is the name of that? The Gate. Yeah,
the Gate is freaky as shit, man.
I forgot about The Gate. I used to watch that when I was a kid too.
Those little kids, yeah. And we've already talked about Scream. Scream's a great horror movie. I mean, it's not scary, but it's a slasher film. Yeah. From Dusk to Dawn. That's another one. Great movie.
They took their time getting to those vampires, though, man.
Oh well, yeah. If you don't know. I watched it and it was good. The Babadook.
Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I saw the trailer for it and I couldn't believe it was a real movie. Zombie Beavers. Just watch the trailer for it.
Right there.
Tales from the Dark Side's on there. Troll Hunter's good if you've never seen Troll Hunter.
I have seen Troll Hunter.
Did you like it? I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Reanimator. Oops, I almost left that one off.
Reanimator.
The Omen.
I think I've seen parts of that one.
Human Centipede 2 is on Netflix. if you dare.
Human Centipede 2.
So is Vampire in Brooklyn.
Vampire in Brooklyn. And the horror?
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. Like, and we'll get into some of this other scary stuff. Harlem Nights I saw was on Amazon the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you never seen this movie? And she was like, no. She's like, I was like, oh, come on, watch this movie. And she's like, I want to watch that. And I was like, I'm telling you, this movie's hilarious. And she wouldn't watch it. I couldn't get her to watch it, but I did get her to watch the one scene though. Stop shooting that little thing.
I'll shoot that pinky toe.
Yeah. Funny story. Speaking of horror movies, I've been trying to get her to watch Zombieland. Mm-hmm. She hates zombies.
Really?
She hates zombies. Like, she not watch anything zombies. Thought of watch Walking Dead to her is like being waterboarded or something. Like she will not do it. So she bought a selfie stick from the Spirit Halloween store, and for me, I was the old man. Get off my lawn. Yeah. I don't want to use no goddamn selfie stick.
That would be me too.
I was like, I'm not using this shit. So my agreement to use a selfie stick for Halloween last night was that she had to watch Zombieland.
Zombieland, yeah. So
she watched it.
What about the other movie? I mean, that's like a romantic comedy.
That is Warm Bodies.
Yes.
Yeah,
I only saw parts of it though.
I didn't see that, but I did see Fido. Mm-hmm. Did you see that one?
Oh, I know I see the cover.
Yeah. That one wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. Okay.
All right, and Children of the Corn.
Children, that was creepy.
That's creepy. What about one I used to watch and they're terrible movies. The first one's still actually kind of entertaining. Mm-hmm. Was Puppet Master.
Oh yeah, Puppet Master. There's a bunch of those too.
Puppet Masters, Ghoulies, Critters.
Yeah, I've seen Ghoulies a lot. Critters, Gremlins. Yeah. What's it called? Hobbies. It starts with an H. But it's in the same little vein of whatchamacallit.
I don't know.
Nightbreed. You ever saw Nightbreed?
I just saw it on this list I was looking at. Yeah, I think it's about enough. That's a lot of Halloween scary stuff. All right, there's a lot of Children of the Corn on here. There's a movie called Jug Juice. Oh, and The Ring, of course, The Ring, and The Grudge.
The Grudge. Basket Case.
Oh man, Basket Case is weird.
Yes, it is.
So weird. I used to, and I don't know how many of them. Like this might be one movie I'm grouping all together. Mm-hmm. But there's a movie with the Killer Scarecrow.
Oh, that's that Jeepers Creepers.
Not Jeepers Creepers.
Not Jeepers Creepers.
No, it's actually a scarecrow that like moves and comes around and stuff.
And that's the name of it.
I think it's just called the Scarecrow, something like that. But yeah, I saw that one like on TBS. Used to play all the horror movies.
The Snowman, Jack Frost. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, that's what. And what's so funny is they actually they have a comedy one with Michael Keaton called Jack Frost.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and when I worked at Magic Video, I switched the tapes up.
They say Michael Keaton
because they had what's her face in there, man. Before she did American Pie, Shannon Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, the girl that was like in her 20s, that was supposed to be like a teenager.
Yeah, weren't they all?
Nadia. Yeah, but she's in Jack Frost. She gets killed in the shower. That's all I really remember from it.
Oh god.
All right. Any like we'll talk like a little bit like other scary stuff that we like, maybe some games stuff that we enjoyed, and then talk a little bit about what we were watching, and then we'll wrap it up talking about the Star Wars trailer.
All right.
So if you're here just for the scary stuff, it's a little bit longer. Do you like scary video games?
Sort of, kind of.
What's the best one you ever played?
Oh, well, Resident Evil.
Resident Evil? First one?
The first one, yes.
Yeah,
the very first one. I mean, there's other horror games that I just didn't get around to, like the Silent Hills, Clock Tower we talked about earlier.
Silent Hill is great.
First
3.
Another one too.
PT was awesome, which is not coming out anymore.
I know that's missed. And then I bought my PlayStation after they took it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, crap, man.
Well, there's a game coming out called Allison Road, and it's not a Gin Blossom song. It looks like it's going to be what PT is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like there's a trailer online where there's a guy playing it, walking through a house, and you can hear somebody on the intercom. I can see you. And it's just you walk outside the house and you can see somebody's upstairs, and like it's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a game. Clive Barker made a game.
Really?
I think it's called Undying. And it was on PC. That was one of the freakiest games I ever played.
Wow.
Because like you go to the island mansion like to visit the family or whatever.
Yeah.
But you go down this one hallway and it's like full of pictures of the family and all this other stuff, and then like you wind up picking up this talisman. Whenever you look through it, you can actually see what's really there.
Yeah.
And like you can see all these ghosts and stuff. But you can also, when you're walking down the hall, like everybody's like the family's like ripping each other apart and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that game was freaky. I used to love the Alone in the Dark games.
Oh yeah, Alone in the Dark. Yeah,
those are good. Played the first 2. The third one, I never really got into. I think I was like right when the third one, I had got my hands on the third one. Like I think I was playing Super Nintendo and some other stuff, and I was just like, other horror games that I liked. I love Dead Rising series. The first one. The first one. I'm one of the people that actually did 100% on the game.
Wow. There's
a list of hardest achievements ever.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. That's like in the top 5.
Man, but my problem with Dead Rising was the stinking. The people you had to save was so stinking stupid.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things I really liked about that game, kind of, because like you play a game like another scary game, Alan Wake.
Mm-hmm.
There's games where you're like, they have achievements for it, and there are achievements for like beating it different ways.
Yeah.
But then they have games like where collect 100 coffee cups or collectathons, and those I just don't even bother. I used to like be an achievement whore, and I stopped even looking at achievement. I don't even care anymore. I just play the game.
Just play the game.
Because I used to look at them before the game would come out. So like as I'm playing the game, I'm trying to like steer my course to make sure I get all the achievements.
Yeah.
Now like I don't give a shit. I was like, I don't care. I will never look at it. Like sometimes an achievement will pop up and it's a cool name, and I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I got that for.
Yeah.
Like I was playing Halo online the other day, which is a terrible mistake. Not because I'm not good, I'm terrible at it or anything like that. But I was playing the collection. Mm-hmm. So it's Halo 1, 2, 3, 4 multiplayer. So when you go to join a game, you might be playing an awesome Halo 4 map with all the cool stuff and everything, or you might be playing a shitty Halo 1 map that's like so broken, like everybody's just shooting each other with pistols like, across the map, like, and spawn killing everybody because they know that. So I was like, this is even fun. I just put the controller down. I was like, this is not fun. The Silent Hills, I love the Silent Hills. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think other horror games on the original PlayStation. They had another, I think it was called Overblood. That was that. Parasite Eve was kind of scary at points.
Parasite Evil. I wanna. Well, you think the Persona games on the PlayStation 1?
They had some scary elements to it.
Yeah. For the first 2.
Fatal Frame. Those are freaky.
They came out. A new one came out.
It's on the Wii U.
Wii U, yeah.
Yeah. Those are really freaky. I always remember like I was playing Fatal Frame with a girl I was dating, and there's a part right at the beginning where these 2 sisters are walking through this village. Yeah. And the sister, she's like, it's going to be okay. She puts her hand on her shoulder. Mm-hmm. And then like all of a sudden you see the other sister walk past it, and it's like the hand just kind of slides back, and then the girl was like, nope. The first Bioshock was pretty scary, especially the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. Bioshock. I mean, some games will actually have like a kind of a horror kind of just mixed in, like a part.
What's the other one? Dead Space.
Dead Space is a good series. First two. I didn't really care for the third one too much. Yeah, the first one was freaky, man. You see all the shadows and everything going on. I showed you I was playing Evil Within, which is kind of like a throwback to the classic horror stuff. Yeah. Pretty good. I want to get the Alien game that came out last year, and now it's like $20, so I'll pick it up. $20. And I think that's about it for scary games that come ringing off the top of my head.
Yeah. I'm sure there's more of them.
I know. I'm probably missing like the biggest one, like one of the best.
What was that game you played? Oh my gosh, it was on the Genesis. And I guess it was a scary game, but you played the ghost.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Amnesia.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. What's that?
It's a PC game, and basically like you're going through this castle kind of stuff like that. Like, you can't fight. You're defenseless, and you got to run from these things. It's freaky as hell. There's a lot of videos of people playing it. Yeah. Other ones real quick. I can't think of the name, but it has a green cover. I was playing a little bit. I got it on Steam sale. You're in a insane asylum.
I heard that one.
It's a newer game. Condemned. That was a good series.
Condemned, yeah.
Yeah, you can pick up the first Condemned for Xbox 360. I saw it yesterday for like $3. Cool. And that is an amazing scary game. Wow. There's a part where you're in this old shopping mall, and like there's mannequins everywhere. And like you walk into this one part, and one of them turns his head and looks at you. It's like people wearing the suits though. Yeah. Like they're dressed like mannequins, and they're all painted, and they cut the mannequin face, and they're just wearing like masks. And like you realize that like you've been looking at them for a long time. And I played Five Nights at Freddy's. You ever play that?
No.
It's just annoying as shit.
I know all about it from my children.
Okay, sure. Alright. So that's it. That's our horror stuff. That's some of the scary stuff that we like to watch, experience, play this time of year to kind of get us in the mood. Once again, happy Halloween if you're listening to this today, or if it was a couple days from now, but it is Halloween for us. We got this fun candy. Last thing, let's talk about that Star Wars trailer.
Star Wars.
So you saw it for the first time.
Yes, I did. Saw it the first time.
I showed him the supercut, which is it's got the first trailer kind of mixed in with it, which kind of fits. What you think? Hyped?
I'm still not hyped.
What's it gonna take? It's Star Wars.
I don't have no idea. I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm more interested than I was before. I can say that much.
But they have. Tickets sold out 3 months in advance.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, for like the first week or so.
Because I'm pretty sure I probably won't see this movie until January.
Every time I start talking about I want to go watch it and stuff, like the 2 or 3 people that I've been talking to, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to. Like, somebody's going to go crazy and shoot people there. And I'm
That's what they worried about.
Well, because they're like, if any movie is going to have a full house of people. And I was like, I'll be blocking bullets with my lightsaber. I don't know. I was just like, and like it did ring across through my mind. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna go watch that thing. I want to see it on a nice screen. Yeah. I was like, but then I don't want to like. Part of me is like, I'm gonna go drive out to Opelousas and go to a little crappy theater in there. Just hide in the back.
Cause I don't want to go and it's gonna be packed. Like, I'm not.
Well, it's supposed to play for like I think 3 or 4 weeks in IMAX and 3D and stuff.
Yeah. I see. I can do without that. I can just give me the big screen. I'm happy.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I've been to movies where it's like full packed house. Yeah. Like when I saw Avengers, the first one, like nobody. I mean, they had people in costume. Like nobody said a word. People clapped at the end and stuff like that. It was like the perfect movie experience. And I'm talking like there was no room, not a seat left. Wow. We were right in the middle of all of it. Yeah. And nobody was on their phone. Nobody was smoking a vaporizer. I've had But I don't know. Star Wars is gonna be full of kids too, man.
No, it's gonna be full of kids. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but someone told me they heard a rumor that they won't be allowed to go to the theater with your costume on.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that makes sense. But I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So it won't be any people wearing costumes or anything like that. I'm thinking like people been doing this with Star Wars like the whole time, man. Right. Ever since they saw the first movie, like, okay, the next movie I'm going in a costume.
Right. I guess they don't want somebody with Yoda ears. I can't see.
Get the damn hands off you.
Yeah.
Or one of those lightsabers being real, you know.
Yeah. Real as can be. And one other thing about the trailer, did you notice that anything missing from it or anything that caught your attention? Because there's 3 things in there that people have been talking about a lot.
What's that?
First thing is, why is Princess Leia crying into Han Solo's chest? Did somebody die? Because there's actually a part where
that was Han Solo?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell that was him. I thought it was some dude because I kind of saw her. I was focused on her instead
she's
of
crying. And then there's a scene where that girl, I don't know her name yet, but she's like leaning over somebody's body crying, so somebody's dead.
Yeah.
So they're like, who died? You know?
Oh, maybe they're just unconscious.
She's crying. So they're like, man, does Han Solo die? Does Chewbacca die?
Yeah.
Does Luke die?
I mean,
Luke's not in the trailer though.
Yeah, they kind of.
Luke's not even in the poster.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, where's Luke? You know, is he a big part of the movie? Is he not a big part of the movie?
Yeah.
Because if you're going by the extended universe books, which aren't.
I know that's another problem I have with this movie. It's like I gotta forget all this other stuff I know because they're starting
the Steve Zahn books. In those, like Luke's training new Jedi's, you know, Han Solo, their kids, stuff like that. But in this book, he's hiding.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this movie, he's the last Jedi. Even Kylo Ren, which is the dude, the awesome lightsaber, you know, some people don't like it. I think he looks badass.
Yeah.
But he is looking for Luke.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure he wants to kill Luke.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna like get the last Jedi. And so Luke's like doing an Obi-Wan, a Yoda thing. That dude's chilling, hiding out. Living in the tree or something. So it's gonna be interesting how to play it out. You know, there's that movie and then there's the Rogue One spinoff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I've seen the trailer a few times. I mean, it sounds amazing. It looks like the Star Wars I've been wanting since I saw Return of the Jedi. I mean, it's got space battles.
I mean, like I said, it has all that stuff, but something in the back of my head is saying, I just know it's not going to be what I expect it's going to be. It's going to be something different. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. It just is going to be different. So I would rather see the reviews and that's kind of help build myself up for something different.
That's the thing. J.J. Abrams is like keep so tight-lipped. They had an interview like him being questioned by a couple people.
Yeah,
and George Lucas doesn't even know what's happening in this movie.
Well, that's a good thing.
But
it's the best thing I've heard.
Like nobody knows. Like kind of like I think they filmed it so crazy in like different spot. You know.
Yeah.
That I mean, we were talking about the reaction videos.
Yeah.
Even the dude that's in the movie looked like he hadn't seen it. So I don't know. I just wonder if he's just like. I know J.J. Abrams is awesome. I mean, he's never really done anything terrible,
but it could be the first time.
Well, I mean, he could just be like, "This is my master plan. I'm going to make this movie, and I'm going to make the best trailer and stuff like that."
Yeah.
But nobody knows that like 40 minutes in it, there's a super graphic sex scene with Chewbacca and that black kid, that new guy. Like, there's something just like they're like, "What the?" It's just like the Fight Club penis. I don't know, trying to be stupid about that, but yeah, it's just if that movie,
it better be good.
Yeah, if it's not great, I mean, I'm just wondering if like the hype's gonna be so good, where like it's gonna be like episode 1, where people just walk out and they're like, "Oh, that was so good," you know? Because when I saw freaking episode 1, the Phantom Menace, dude, we ran, we didn't walk, we ran to Blockbuster to rent that shitty pod racing game because we're the Star Wars. But we were Star Wars high, man. We were just like, oh my god, I want a pod racer. I can't wait to see Anakin turn evil. How's that going to work out? He's such a sweet little kid.
That's probably going to happen. And, you know, I'm just saying, let's just assume, you know, it was bad. People going to think it's great until they see it like the 3rd or 4th time. They're like, this is trash.
Dude takes his mask off, Kylo Ren, and he's like Jar Jar. Means I'm going to get your wife.
I'm going to get your wife.
You seen that, huh? The Star Wars rap?
Yes.
Okay. You haven't seen it.
Man, so many people hate Jar Jar. I just think Jar Jar's one big goof, you know.
Yeah. One of my friends posted something the other day.
Oh my god.
He was like the only person who's against the new Star Wars movie. Mm-hmm. And it was the dude from, I can't think of his name right now, from Chasing Amy.
Which one?
The comic guy. The dude that's like
from Chasing Amy, comic guy with Jason Lee?
No.
Not Matt Damon.
No.
Who else?
I can't think of his name. The dude, the black guy at the thing, and he's like going off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that dude. He's in Chasing Amy. He's in Dogma.
But he's like the part where he's just like talking about Star Wars.
Yeah,
he's like,
that's right.
He's deep down. He's trying to say we want to be white. Like, what's a newbie? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, my friend posted a picture of him. And he's like, currently protesting the new Star Wars movie. So yeah, that's the great part.
Oh, man.
That's my favorite character in that movie. He was like, my comic, White Hating Coon, ain't got none of that bullshit.
Oh gosh. Oh, goodness. Put my earphones back on.
And besides that, wrap this up. Last things, you been playing anything new recently since we recorded?
No, man. I'm kind of just playing Dragon Age over and over until Fallout 4 comes out.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, Fallout. I'm ready for that. I might have to watch me some post-apocalypse movies.
Oh, yeah. I did buy Wasteland 2, and I kind of started it. But
I have it on PC. I was just wondering how they did on the port of that.
I mean, you can tell it's a PC game. Port to console. It's not bad or anything. I kind of put in a couple of hours, but I could tell it was going to take more time than I wanted to invest into it.
Yeah. So
I was like, let me wait till I do Fallout, then I'll come back.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up. I kind of looked at that and the Vein of the End. Those are both like some major time sinks.
Mm-hmm.
I had picked up Metal Gear 5. I finished that. Traded that thing on a vengeance because the game pissed me off. Like it was perfect 10, like one of the most amazing looking games, playable games.
Yeah,
but like it wasn't finished. Like they fired Kojima or he left before it was finished, and like the ending's not even in the game. Like you have to watch the ending online, pretty much, and then like. Once it's like 50, I want to say it's like 50 missions.
Yeah. And
once you hit like around 30 something, they start repeating missions, and they're like either pure stealth where you have to like you can't be seen once or a mission ends, or they're extreme difficulty where like they're just brutal. I mean, just controller rage mode,
Man.
So I finished it, traded it in for Fallout. I was like, I'm not like as much as I love this game and I still have stuff to unlock and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed at the story. And I don't even care to go back now. I picked up another game. But anyway, I saw a movie that we kind of mentioned on here. And you saw it too. We're talking about recent movies we watched. I watched Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vacation's not out yet, so we can kind of just chime on it. We both liked it. You liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Great. It's not a remake. It's a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nice nod to the original, a couple of different spots.
Yeah.
The Charlie Day scene is my favorite. It cracks me up thinking about it. But yeah, good movie, good flick. Kind of hope they make a sequel from that. Like kind of, I don't know how well it did in the box office. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it.
I didn't
it came and went so quick.
Yeah, I guess they didn't like it.
Probably not.
I was like, man, I mean, I wasn't expecting much from it, So like, hey, better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, same thing with I didn't watch it yet, but I didn't like it. It's got a 6 out of 2 on IMDb.
Ooh, 6.
But Rotten Tomatoes is 26%. It doesn't say if that's rotten or not though.
How low you got to be rotten?
Oh, that's rotten. 53% audience, 26% on that. So we liked it. Metacritic's got a 34%. So doubt it's gonna make a sequel unless it made a ton of money, which probably did not. So.
Yeah. So waiting for that. What's the name of that game? That movie? Grown Ups 3. That made a lot of money. I mean, Grown Ups 2 made a lot of money.
Grown Ups 2?
Yeah. You hadn't seen it?
Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Yeah. You saw that movie?
I didn't think it was good.
It was it was terrible. It was terrible. It was horrible.
Terrible.
Horrible. It was terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, I thought it was.
But it made a lot of money.
Yeah. That's they won't make it. They won't have a sequel to the other Pixels.
I saw Pixels recently.
Is it bad as they say?
Again, my standards were very low. Mm-hmm. So it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I'll red box it.
Yeah, it's a rental. Yeah. It's not something I would want like put on my shelf and say, "Hey, look, I own Pixels."
Yeah, well, same thing. Like I haven't really. I bought what movies I bought recently. I bought Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that a few times, probably. I mean, I collect I had the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
and then I bought I bought the Back to the Future 30th anniversary.
Yeah,
steelbook for that because they had all kinds of cool new special features.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video with Doc Brown where Doc Brown saves the future.
Yeah,
saw that?
No,
it's like 10 minutes long. It's okay. It's pretty cool. But a lot of cool special features, but like I didn't buy Jurassic World because I saw Jurassic World twice.
Yeah,
I was like, I think I'm done with it. I'm like, just like it wasn't a movie. I was like, I can watch this in a few months, or I can watch Jurassic Park pretty much any time. But something about Jurassic World, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good movie. I was just like, I have no urge to watch it again.
Yeah, you'll probably buy it when it's cheap.
Yeah, maybe so.
They're making a sequel to that movie, man.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah, you're not excited about that, are you?
I just don't know what they're gonna do with it now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
I don't know. I hadn't seen it.
This movie. You didn't see Jurassic World?
No.
Huh, okay. It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah. I'll probably get to see it in the next couple of weeks or so. I'll probably get a chance to see it.
Yeah, it's out everywhere.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Check us out on the web, www.nvmpodcast.com. You can email us at nvmpodcast@yahoo.com. We are on iTunes, Stitcher. Check out our friends in the 80s. The 80s Revisited. Like I said, if you want some more horror stuff or anything 80s related, check them out. They just did a Stephen King month for Halloween. And then after this, maybe we should do some post-apocalypse something.
Post-apocalypse.
Get ready for some Fallout. Get your movie Fallout.
Yeah, you can do a Boy and His Dog. You hadn't seen it.
Boy and His Dog. Do Mad Max.
Mad Max, yeah.
Because I've been kind of wanting to go back and watch the Mad Maxes.
I saw the first and second one.
Recently?
Yeah, probably a couple of weeks ago.
I was going to watch them before Fury Road came out on DVD.
Yeah.
I just watched Fury Road again instead. But have you seen The Road yet?
The Road.
No,
I haven't seen The Road. That's the one that's was it based on a book or something?
Yes, it's based on a book. Man, that movie, whew, like it's amazing. Like I love it. But the book, like I keep talking about the book.
Yeah,
the book is fantastic. Really, really depressing. But I mean, it's not a happy story.
Yeah,
it's a man and his son trekking across trying to get down south before the winter comes in, and like you don't really say if it was a nuclear bomb went off or something, but there ain't much food left. There ain't no power.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a scene like right at the beginning that's so telling where they're like walking through the wasteland of the city that's all burnt out and messed up, and literally like looking for some nice shoes are the most important thing, that and clothes, but like literally they step over a safe that's busted open, and there's money and jewels and shit on the ground, and like they don't even care. It's like pointless to them. So that's cool.
Don't need that stuff.
Don't need that.
Can't eat it. Can't drink it.
No, need a can of food, some soup, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we'll be looking for something post-apocalypse next. Yeah, sounds good. Guess in the mood for some Fallout. Fallout.
Oh,
and that'll be my Christmas game. Because there's like other stuff coming out too. You had you still have Just Cause, and there's at least one more another big game, and it slipped into my tongue.
I don't know. After that, Fallout, everything else is.
That's it.
Really, I played Fallout. I'm busy.
That's right. Yeah. And it was Battlefront. That was the other one. I played the beta for that, and I would cancel my reserve.
Oh, the Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Thing? Yeah. Well, I lost interest after the whole online thing. Like, I don't.
Well, it's online. It's online only. There's no single player. Which I mean, me and my brother. Oh my God, we played Battlefront 2. Had a thing called Galactic Conquest, and you basically you play co-op split screen.
Yeah. And
you basically go from planet to planet, like fighting the rebels or whatever, and then between planets you have space battles. And the space battles, I'd be outside in my ship, my TIE fighter, just kicking ass, and my brother's lands inside the base, and he's killing everybody in the base, destroying the ship and stuff, taking down the ship. And we would put some pizza rolls in and get some Funyuns, get some junk food and stuff, and just sit on the couch and play the shit out of that. Do a couple planets, and had a blast. They don't have that in the game.
No,
they don't have a single player at all. No consequence, no space battles. $50 season pass already for 4 more planets, and they don't even say what continent is. Screw that is.
Yeah.
And then they don't have character classes anymore. You just pick a character and just you kind of make your character and you just jump into it.
Yeah.
And I played it a bit. I got to play as Darth Vader. I got to play as Luke. I got to drive I kept wanting to drive the AT-AT. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get in that thing. Start stomping on fools.
Yeah.
That shit's so slow. I was like, get me out of this thing. I was like it's so slow, and it's just, it's supposed to be, but I just didn't have fun. I had more fun flying the TIE fighters.
Yeah. Whenever
you pick up the icon for that. But the online community on there was kind of assholes. Like, nobody really talking. Nobody really. People would like try to kill you to get your power. Like if they saw you pick up a power up, they would like hit you or whatever, just like because they were pissed off they didn't get it. Yeah. So yeah, man. There were a couple times where like I get the little TIE fighter power up. I'm like, yes, because you can see it on the map. Yeah. And I pick it up and you kind of crouch down and you like call on the radio and you're like, I need aerial support, and like you gotta wait till the animation finishes. Yeah. And somebody would just butt you with their gun and like make you stand up. Yeah. Just because they were pissed they didn't have it. Dang. So yeah, I was like, screw this. I want to cancel my reserve, and I canceled like 3 reserves. I felt bad because I was in GameStop. I was waiting to go walk up to the counter. Yeah. And anybody ever worked? I worked at a GameStop for years, but I hooked up to the counter and I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I hate to be this asshole." And like his face kind of like, because I mean that's what they live and breathe on. Yeah. And his face kind of like got big. Yeah. And like he's like, "Yeah," like he just kind of knew. And he started. I was like, "Yeah, I got to cancel reserve." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I knew it was that, or you're about to rob me." He was like, "Could you rob me instead?" It's just like it's just one of those two things, man. It's like, but now I canceled like Uncharted and some other stuff. Yeah. But like he was kind of like he was cool because he was like totally cool about it, understood. And then I'm not an asshole. I even went and did the survey. Yeah. Because I never do surveys.
Oh, I always do the survey only because
I got his name. I got his name and everything. And I was like, man, I did the survey. I was like, I totally lied. I told him, I was like, it's going to say your name. I was like, but it's going to be very exaggerated. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I walked into GameStop and I kind of wasn't sure what I wanted to get. And oh my God, Halo! I saw Halo 5 was out, and I started choking on my food I was eating. And this young guy came right up behind me, gave me the Heimlich maneuver, saved my life. I bought my game. It wasn't a visit; it was an experience. And I put his name and everything. So I haven't gone back in there yet to see if like, yeah.
Oh my God!
Hey, positive survey is all they they care about. Yeah. Speaking of surveys, this is like nothing related and stuff like that. Oh, just funny. It's not funny to me because I got a flat tire the other day, and I just got this car, but I got a flat tire because of this pothole I hit in this crappy town, Crowley. I could have ran over a meth addict. I wasn't really paying attention. So I take my car to the car lot. I mean the car dealership where I got my car at, and I also I'm due for a rotation. So. And it's kind of annoying that they actually have like the car set now where like the light, like the check engine light comes on. Yeah, it was for me to get my to get rotated, but I immediately go into like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I'm driving like, oh man, it's something.
Don't brake while I'm on the road.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'm kind of far from home. Like, oh man, what's going on? So and then they call me like, oh yeah, you're due for a rotation, and if you want us to turn that light off, like pretty much like they. Like you freaking monsters. So anyway, I go over there and I like, can y'all fix this tire? And they're looking at it and they're like, oh, we can't because it's on the side. Yeah. So they can't fix it. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, do you have the tire I can buy? No. We don't keep tires here that much. I'm like, what the hell? And the guy's like, yeah, I'd tell you to go here. Yeah. This is Friday. This is 4:00. So like, I need to get this tire fixed before the weekend. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, he's like, we'll still rotate him for you real quick, And the tire was flat on the front, so it was a good idea to put it in the back anyway. Yeah. So I was like, okay, thanks, man. I was like, yeah, I'm going to hurry up and go try to go to this place and buy the tire. So I go down, I'll sit down on my iPad, I'm doing some work, and it's been like 10 minutes. I'm like, I need to go. So I went and looked. They had blocked me in with 2 other cars. Yeah. So I couldn't leave. So I was there for like another 30 minutes. So I was pissed.
I'm surprised you were there for one of that long.
I was pissed when I left. So they called me, I think yesterday. They're like, hey, we just want to know how your visit was. I was like, it sucked. They're like, excuse me? And I was like, you couldn't fix my tire. I was like, you couldn't sell me another tire. I was like, and then you blocked my ass in and I was stuck there for like another 30 minutes. And they're like, well, we just want to know that you were getting the survey and anything less than a 10 on our part is a failure. And I was like, well, guess what? So they were like, we're going to have someone call you, but they still haven't. So yeah. I just want to, I don't know, be an ass for a minute. It's the worst experience of my life.
Shoot.
My child was born and I was stuck there. I couldn't get out.
Make some stuff up.
Yeah, and you had the worst coffee, just
the worst coffee.
Oh man, yeah. They like, it's one of those places where, like, they have like the lobby and they have a popcorn machine. You can get but at the same time, you don't care about that. You want to go.
Yeah, you want to go, but you're gonna be there for a while. Most times you're there for like hours, man. You're like,
I know. and just watching the worst news on they playing.
Yeah.
Anyway, running along, about 2 hours. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, I'm John.
James.
Thanks for listening.